Good morning. Yes, I'm a little early. Good morning, and good morning. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate you all. We have a great show for you guys. Happy hump day. Happy hump day to everyone. I see you guys up in here, honey. Y'all are piled up in here. Public frenemy number one. Okay, I see you. That name kind of stood out right quick. Thank you all. Let me scroll back to the top so we can go ahead and speak to everybody. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. I hope you guys are up and out. Got your coffee and your tea getting or got where you need to be this morning, safe and sound. You're at the office, not letting nobody get on your damn nerves and damn Karens. Y'all know the Karens be on alert in the morning, so y'all don't let them get on your nerves. But nevertheless, thank y'all for joining. This is the Caramel Rail Show. I am Caramel Rail, aka the Shenanigator, because y'all know I be a little petty sometimes. Okay, I keep some shit going sometimes, but it's all for ha-has and clicks and giggles. But yeah. Thank y'all for coming on in. Let me get my other stuff, child. Lord. Let's see. Did I go live a little too early here? Let me get all my stuff together. Y'all pardon me if I have the sniffles a little bit, because my sinuses are acting a fool this morning, and I am just like, ugh, I hate when I feel like that, because child, hold on, what is stuff at? Hold on, y'all, hold on. Damn, I'm usually together when I go live. Hold on. Shit. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right. All right, so let's put it there. Boom. All right, so I had to make sure I got all my stuff together because, honey, I don't like being unorganized. That irritates me. All right, but let's get into our show. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and speak to everyone again. Happy hump day. Felicia is first. Good morning, Miss Felicia. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Miss Lana Thomas is here. Rose Armstead is here. That's my mod, okay? Let's keep going. Denise Slay is here. Sheila Washington is here. Verdi Tulu Taylor is in the building. Good morning, Erica Butler. Good morning, Shirley Terry. Terry Copeland. Good morning. SD Warren is here. Ronnie is in the building. Miss Mary is here. Joyce McLean. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, team. Big Steak is in the building. Miss Pruitt is here. Leslie Salmon is here. Terry Copeland. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Cassandra D is in the building, says good morning. Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Said the folks go out and play the Powerball. It's up to 815 million and is okay. I damn sure gonna get my ticket today, honey. Said you could be the next millionaire. Absolutely. Thanks for putting that out there. Y'all go grab them tickets because I'm winning. Okay. All right. Thank you, Deborah Johnson, for being in the building. Okay. Let's keep scrolling. Janet Driscoll, good morning. Erica Rogers, Lori Eden, good morning. Classy Type Lady, good morning. Public Frenemy number one, good morning. Says, good morning, CR Miles and chat. Good morning. Lies, more lies is in the building. Shaquanda is here. Grandma 504 is in the building. Mary Jacobs is in the building. Coletta Passmore is here. Deborah Banks, I see you. Henry Lee is here. Sweet Vern is in the building. Tanasha Harris is here. Good morning. Good morning, Darlene Mungum. Good morning, team. Linda Moore is here. Simple Mom Family TV. That's a content creator. Y'all check her out. All right. Sylvia Blow is here. Greatness Love. Good morning, love. Bernadette is here. All right. Sunny Days. That's another content creator. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Grandma 504 Wild and Out is here. Good morning. Good morning, Charlene. Good morning, team. One Castaway. Good morning. I think I said Shirley Terry, but good morning again. Kim Jones is here. Good morning. Yvette McCovery is here. Kim Yu is here. All the Kims is in here. Okay, about two Kims. Let's see. Miss Michelle J. Good morning. Good morning. She said, hey, what's up? Good morning, Cam. Good morning, Mary Jacobs. Good morning, Kimberly O. Good morning, Sharon Hudgens. Good morning. Daisy Lewis, good morning, love. Good morning, Charlene Ford. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I said Mary Jacobs, but good morning again. Let's see who else. Holly Rock is in the building. Very Docker is here. Denise Slate is here. Tam C is in the building. Terry Copeland, good morning again. Flower Bloom is here. Good morning. Good morning, Vera Dockery. Good morning. All right, and we're at the bottom of the list. People are still coming in. Flower Bloom, I see you. All right. Say, shake that. Hey, are y'all woke? Are y'all woke? Let's wake y'all up. Hey, come on. Wake it up. Yellow Hey, all right, I gotta wake y'all up because some of y'all here still asleep. All right. Yeah, so you up now? Yes, honey. Twerk it out. Wake it up. Wake it up. All right, let's get into the show. All right. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Y'all like that little wake up music? Yes, honey. Okay, it's Wednesday. Somebody say, hey, let's get it. Somebody said they shaking, said I'm shaking all this big back and thigh. Come on, big back and thighs. Come on, mama. Let's give you a little bit more. We're gonna get into our show. But we got come on. There we go. That's our wake up music, honey. Let's get it. What up, schoolboy? Schoolboy's out ready to get into the mess. So let me shimmy into the room. Hey, what's up? Shimmy on, honey. Yeah, so y'all get y'all twerking. I'm trying to wake y'all up. Let's get into the show. We got some good topics to talk about this morning. Everything is, of course, y'all know is alleged, in my opinion, child. And of course, is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's get into it, child. Trump is out here still trumping per usual. All right, y'all know politics is first. We're gonna knock that out and then get on into the mess because we got a lot of mess, child. Ooh, we got a lot of mess. All right, we got a lot of mess. Let's get into our politics. All right, so Trump, child, y'all president announces plans to seek the death penalty for all unaliving cases in DC. Says that we have no choice. Why? Now, there are many reasons why a person may unalive. Let's talk about it. Okay. I don't feel like every single situation should be deemed a unaliving penalty. What if somebody busts up in your house, an intruder, break up in your house, and you have to stand your ground and or protect your family, and it gets to the point where you will have to unalive someone. I don't feel like said person should get the unaliving penalty. Okay. I don't feel like you should do that. All right. Sometimes there's accidents that happen. Okay. You get into an accident where somebody might lose their life behind an accident. I don't feel like a person should go, and lose their life behind that as well. Maybe a little jail time just to, hold them accountable. That might work. But I don't know. We got a person in office that's just dumb as a damn rock and don't understand and or weigh options and look at things all the way across the board before they make decisions and sign off on things. He's been signing a lot of things here lately saying that this is what it's going to be. This is the new rule. This is the new rule without looking at things all the way across the board. And I feel like that's the dumbest shit ever. But let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so Trump, child, dropped some strong words on Tuesday saying that every unaliving case in D.C. should come with the death penalty, even though the city has ditched capital punishment. Okay, so it says that anybody unalive somebody in the Capitol, capital punishment. It says that if somebody unalive somebody in the Capitol, Washington, D.C., we're going to be seeking the death penalty. Said that Trump told reporters while his cabinet was gathered at the White House. Now, the D.C. City Council canceled the death penalty years ago, and the city hasn't pursued such cases since. Now, these statements from Trump popped up in context of a federal takeover of the district policing that kicked off earlier this month. What do y'all think about that? You put your views in there of what y'all think in terms of Trump now planning to seek, the death penalty for unaliving cases in DC. I don't know how he's trying to rewrite laws and stuff. That shit is fucking crazy, because not every situation and or case should be deemed someone to be unalived. Like I said, it's people that, you get into a car accident and somebody passes away and said, car accident, yes, your fault, but should your life be taken as well? No. Maybe a little jail time, probation, something like that. I don't feel like the death penalty fits that type of situation. So yeah, let's continue. Y'all put in there what y'all think, child. It's just opinions. It's just opinions. All right. Moving along. All right, so according to Black Information Network, Trump, while we're still talking about him, child, tells the feds that Lisa Cook says that she's fired and says that she has no authority to do so. So let's get into it. Said he has no authority to do so. So let's get into it. Trump says that he has fired Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook, an unprecedented move that she's calling illegal. Now, it says in a letter posted to his Truth Social platform on Monday, August 25th, that Trump announced Cook's firing, noting allegations of mortgage fraud lodged by Federal Housing Finance Agency Director Bill Pullett. Okay, it said that Pulte, previously claimed that Cook made false statements on 2 separate mortgage applications. Now, in light of your deceitful and potentially criminal conduct in a financial matter, I do not have confidence in your integrity, according to what Trump wrote. Now, he would talk about some integrity. You this whole felon sitting in office. We can all question your integrity, but let's continue. Said that Cook, appointed by former President Joe Biden and the first Black woman to serve as a federal governor, rejected the firing. I know that's right, honey. Let him know. Now, says the President Trump, y'all president, not mine, reported to fire me for cause when no cause exists under the law, and he has no authority to do so, according to what she says. Now, says it, adding, I will not resign, and I will continue to carry out my duties to help the American economy as I have been doing since 2022. She was like, bitch, you ain't hire me, and your motherfucking ain't gonna fire me. I know that's right. Let his ass know. Now, Cook's attorney, Ab Lowell, called the firing illegal and lacking any proper access basis or legal authority. I know that's right. Stand your ground and stay in your position, and do not be letting Trump up and try to bully you out of your job, because that's what he's been trying to do. He's trying to fire newscasters. He's trying to get rid of Gayle King. He's trying to get rid of this lady right here. Like, he's doing the fucking most. All right. Meanwhile, he's still in office. When the impeachment start? Where do we sign? Damn. He get on my nerves. Want to get rid of everybody's job but your own. Start with yourself. All right. Now he out here on this Cracker Barrel bullshit. Anybody eat a Cracker Barrel? Do anybody eat Cracker Barrel? Black people, please go do your homework on Cracker Barrel, okay? And understand what it means. Okay. I don't give a damn how good they pancakes and they fried chicken is. Go do your homework. Go do your homework. They don't like black people. They really don't. They really don't. All right. Now, I read, let me go ahead while we talking about Cracker Barrel, because Trump has now asked them to change from their old logo back to from their new logo back to the old logo. That's what this post is about. But I read somewhere where Cracker Barrel has like this code where they let other employees that work there, white employees, know when a black person is there. Maybe they're doing something to black people's food, allegedly. Okay, y'all can go look that up. That's a real thing. When I looked that shit up, I was like, what the what? They have a code that they speak to other employees, white employees, Caucasian employees there when a black person is there and they're being served, okay? Because they really don't like us, but they do need our business in order to keep the business up and going. But they really don't like black people. They really don't take kindly to us coming there. All right, Cracker Barrel. Notice that's the name of it. Okay, Old Country Store. If you guys have ever been into a Cracker Barrel, if you have one in your area, I have one probably 25 or so minutes from me. I drive by that bitch every time. Okay. I do. I really do. When you first walk into the store, it's like they said, an old country store in the front, on the front of the damn. When you drive up or you pull up, they have those rocking chairs out on the porch, like an old, like an old time feeling. Okay, when you walk up on there, come up in there. Once you get in there, there's different memorabilia and different things that you can buy prior to going to the back part of the restaurant, where the restaurant is. There's a store and then there's a restaurant. You go and you sit down. It has like this old time feel where they serve like macaroni cheese, pancakes. You can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner all at the same damn time anytime you go there. Okay, but I think a lot of people go because they feel like they like the pancakes. One time, I ain't gonna hold you, the one time I did go, the fried chicken was hitting, the macaroni cheese was watery. I ain't like it. They did have their greens was pretty good that time. And this was like years ago, so far back I probably can't even tell you when it was, but I know it was a long fucking time. And once I started reading up and educating myself on Cracker Barrel, I was just like, fuck Cracker Barrel, you will not get another dime of my money. And I wish I could throw up the shit that I ate when I was there. That's how I felt. Okay, hold on. Yeah. But let's get into it. Cracker Barrel walks back, rebrand after backlash, plus scraps to new logo and restores beloved old timer branding. Okay, what y'all think about it? Put a one if you ever ate at Cracker Barrel. Trump was behind this bullshit. Okay, Trump was telling me y'all should go back to the old logo. Okay, I really don't want to stay on this too long. I just really wanted to bring awareness. Put a one if you guys ever ate at Cracker Barrel. Put a one. Okay, yeah. I mean, a lot of people have. A lot of people have eaten there before. But yeah, so that's pretty much what it is. They've gone back to their old logo. All right, they had a new logo. Let's go. Let's see. All right, so this was the new logo that they changed it to. So since Trump came out and said that, hey, y'all should go back to your old logo, now they've switched it back to their old logo, which is this one up top. All right, but they had the old, Cracker Barrel sitting here by the barrel, the cracker sitting by the barrel, so to speak. Okay. So then they, like I said, they changed it to make it more maybe, eye friendly, so to speak. But then they changed it on back to the eyesore that it was. All right. To where people realize like, yeah, now I don't know if I want to eat that no more, because it's kind of giving that racist feel, if you will. All right. So yeah. Somebody said too. Yeah, same name though. Right. Damn, y'all want to change other names that I feel really shouldn't have been changed, like the Redskins. They thought that was some racist bullshit. Y'all want to change that to, I was just like, bitch, y'all doing too much. But let's continue. All right, let's get into Cardi B, because we're done with politics, honey. I'm over politics. Okay, yeah, I'm over politics. Let's get into the mess. Now you guys know that Cardi B is in this case where she assaulted someone. She assaulted someone who was supposed to be like a security guard. All right, she assaulted a security guard. She is currently in a civil assault trial right now. Okay, she did take the stand. We're gonna go ahead and look at it per Court TV. All right, so shout out to Court TV Network. Let's jump into it.
It was a verbal incident. Verbal.
But it was an incident, correct?
Oh. I personally feel like if there's no physical touch, there is no incident. There was a verbal altercation. If you think that that's an incident, a verbal altercation, then it's an incident for you. But we both have different opinions. It's a verbal altercation. She didn't hit me. I didn't hit her. There was no touch. So to me, it wasn't no incident.
Was there spitting?
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on Miss Ellis?
No.
Did you call her the N-word?
No.
When you say there was a verbal altercation?
Yes.
Do you know what the word altercation means?
Like a conflict.
Like a fight, right?
It was like a verbal fight, but it didn't get physical at all.
When I'm talking to you now, are we having a verbal altercation?
We having, we'll say, a debate.
And we're debating about whether you assaulted and battered Miss Amani Ellis, correct?
Just no, I guess so, but I didn't touch her. she didn't touch me. So
What proof do you have that you didn't touch her?
Objection, relevance, and also
It's already read as distinct.
Do you have any videos of the incident?
no.
Did you try to get videos of the incident?
I asked if there was videos. Like I told them to I told my lawyers to check if there was videos, but there's no cameras, I guess, there was no cameras.
When did you ask for that? What year?
I feel like when I got sued, I was like, when I got sued, I was like, oh, I know I didn't touch her. Like, it's like, look for the cameras because they'll tell you I ain't touching her. It was a verbal incident.
All right, so they're trying to see was there any type of verbal exchange. Now, for Cardi to say she didn't call it the N-word, I'm gonna say this. I've heard Cardi use the N-word quite a few times, even in her music. Okay, so we do know that is lingo that you use when you are, approaching a certain situation or a certain person. If somebody pisses you off, the N-word probably does fly out. Okay, and a lot of people be like, "Well, she married a black man." We can't go by that. You kind of don't get a pass just because you're married to a black man and you have children who are half black to feel like you can just be out here. You are Latino. She's a Latino individual. All right. Belcalis, that's your name, girl. I don't know no black people named that. But you kind of don't get a pass to do that because you married Offset, okay? Because you married a black rapper that you can just be out here hurling the N-word around when you get into a verbal altercation with someone. And do I feel like you went all the way gutter with that? Yeah, because your mouth is like that, Cardi. It really is, okay? Now, we don't know if you touched said person because, like they said, if there's no video evidence, then it's kind of your word against theirs, unless there was some bruises or some type of evidence on this person's body, whether it's a scratch or bruise or blood was drawn in that particular moment of the assault. All right. So I'm not sure how this is going to pan out, but that is her testimony. Y'all heard the testimony yesterday when the person who is said to the security guard got on the stand and testified. Let's see if they still have it up here.
When the queen come through.
Okay, no, not that one. All right, here you go.
When you were at the building and Cardi B exited the elevator on February 24th, 2018, what were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used a lot of words. And again, excuse my language, but she was like, bitch, that's why I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to get you fired.
Yikes.
That's why you do security. That's why you do security. She was sticking her tongue out. She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
And
So Cardi says she did not do that. The security guard is saying she did. I can hear Cardi actually saying that. Can y'all put a one in the chat if you can actually hear Cardi saying what the security guard said she said with the racial slurs and all of that? Because that's how Cardi act. That is totally her. That is totally how she act when she is in her moment. I've seen this shit on TV. It's played out on TV and on social media videos. Like that's totally her shit.
did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit actually land on your body?
It did.
Why did you exit the elevator to speak with her after she said what she said?
I wanted to clarify the misunderstanding.
When you were at the building,
I wanted to clarify the misunderstanding. Is that the corporate way of, I wanted to check a bitch right quick. I think we're all guilty of, let me say this. I think we're all guilty of being reckless with the mouth when we get upset. Okay. There's no telling what's going to fly. I'm guilty of it too. When I get mad, my mouth is a chainsaw. All right. When I crank it up, baby, I'm slicing. That's just how I am. And Cardi is that type of person too. When she gets mad, just anybody watching me under the sound of my voice probably snap off and go off. And you don't really know what you're going to say. It's whatever come here, just go here. And that's just how it be. Cardi, I feel like you did probably use some racial slurs. Okay. I don't think you you kept it cute while you were snapping on this individual. I think you did pick at her for being a security guard. Security guards make pretty good money if you get in, you know, in the right type of company, especially if you're armed. Go look it up, girl. They make really good money. But to downplay somebody because of their job, like you literally just years ago got on, you are, you know, you making really good money now because you're an artist, but to downplay someone who is out here making an honest living, that was very irresponsible of you. Okay, that was very irresponsible. And then to call her the N-word, what do you have a problem with in terms of her race? Why does her race have to be a factor when you're reading her down like that? I feel like that was team too much too, because had she attacked you and called you a wetback, because that's a term that's used that's kind of derogatory, almost like the N-word to Black people. They don't like to be called that. So had she turned around and said that to you, you probably would have been ready to up and fight her. People got to be, you got to stop that verbal exchange. You don't ever know what a person is going to hit you back with. So if you don't want a person to hit you with that word, then probably not call them the N-word, right? I'm just saying, girl, I think she's going to lose this case. And I think she's going to wind up having to pay this girl because you kind of did do too much. And it could be, and I'm not making excuses for her behavior, but a lot of the pressure and the stress of what she's dealing with Offset, this divorce and all this other stuff with her life being publicly lived out through social media, on the news and everywhere else, with this situation with her baby daddy, then that probably contributed to a lot of the anger and the fact that she may have gone too far in this particular situation. So we're going to see how it play out. I'm going to keep watching Court TV to see if they upload any new information regarding this case. And until then, we're going to move on. All right. Yeah, I think she's going to lose this case. So I think she's going to lose this case. While her ass is sitting up there looking like somebody said yesterday, and I damn near told myself up over here laughing. Said she got on her Bernadette wig from Waiting to Exhale. Y'all talking about Bernie. Y'all remember that when Bernadette got her hair cut off? Baby, that was the best description for that damn wig. I said, girl, then the next time you come to court, you got on this blonde shit looking like a white woman in here. Okay, no, Cardi, no, it was giving no, girl. You was looking like Bernadette though from Waiting to Exhale. Okay. When he told her ass she won't come into that party, and she whipped around there on his after he told her ass she won't go into that party, that's when she cut all her hair off. But hey, child. All right, so let's get into this, because obviously people have something to say about some honorary degrees that we're giving out to some of our well-known celebrities. We're going to get into it, okay? All right, nothing against anybody that has a honorary degree, because it is something that is given to you. But a lot of people who feel like myself, who've gone to college and put in that time and sweat and energy into studying and earning a honest degree, a lot of people feel like, why can't people just have something handed to them and not actually go to school and earn it like everyone else? Have to buy books, because going to college is fucking expensive unless you have a scholarship or something like that. Okay. But as you guys can see on my screen, it said that the folks are saying that the South and DC area are handing out honorary degrees like the government commodity cheese in the 90s, girl. Not commodity cheese. All right, so as you guys can see, these three on my screen have received honorary degrees. Now, over the past weekend in Atlanta, it says that several figures in the entertainment were given an honorary degree. All right, according to Industry Blitz. Let's get into it. Every month in Atlanta or DC, honorary degrees are being given. It seems to be a trend. Now, they says that after profound Atlanta photographer Freddie O uploaded his visuals, many took to Black Twitter to say a lot of things about this. Now, an honorary degree is a purely titular award from an educational institution rather, not obtained through academic study, but given to recognize an individual's profound and enduring contributions to society, culture, scholarships, or a specific field. Now, they're saying that with that being said, many then asked, what have some of the recipients done? So they weren't feeling the fact that, as you guys can see here, Tamar Braxton and Cynthia Bailey and young Jock here received some honorary doctorate degrees, and people not feeling that. So let's get into the comments that people were putting out there about this. This person, the Monday, says that I'm here busting my ass off in school, writing paper after paper for this doctorate, and young Jock just gets one. Said that young Jock and who, child, Cynthia? said that, yes, I'm hating. So this person is upset and feels away because they're going to school and they're actually putting in the blood, sweat, and tears to earn their degree. And these people are just handed a doctorate degree, got on a whole tassel with the hat and the whole gown and standing in pictures and smiling like they went to school for a whole 4 years or so. And people are like, we ain't feeling that shit. So Megs Biddett says that the South and the DMV with these socialite degrees, child, said that what the hell has young Jock mastered? Having some damn kids. All right, he's got a master in kidology because his motherfucking ass got about 9-10 kids. All right, he do. So let's continue. Say that the tricking king says, this is insane and disrespectful to the students who have actually worked hard to earn their degree. All right, what y'all think about that? They're not feeling that shit at all. Now, Howie goes on to say that I'm a 23-year-old real PhD student, and while I understand that honorary degrees aren't real doctorates, that is still a strange concept to me. Said, I don't know. I just feel like it's the slap in the face to the actual PhDs. It says that, but that's just me. Like, that's just my opinion. So a lot of people felt away about pictures that were floating around about these three on my screen, earning these, or giving rather, these honorary doctorate degrees, okay, versus actually going to a school, and earning their degree like everyone else does. All right. What do y'all feel about honorary degrees? What do y'all think about honorary degrees? Y'all know Melody Cherie got one, and she got a lot of flack behind that, where people they drug the fuck out of her for having an honorary degree. But Melody is a college graduate as well. Okay, she's a college graduate. Okay, she also pledged as well, so she actually does have a legit college degree. Okay. She has a legit college degree, but she also did get an honorary degree, and people had a lot of negative stuff to say about it in terms of her receiving it. Like, she didn't go to college and get a whole degree on her own and study and earn it the right way, and was at the top of her class, I hear, as well, and helped Martell's ass pass because he had to drop out because his dumb ass couldn't pass his class. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about a person earning an honorary degree. If somebody gave it to them, then obviously they saw something in them that they felt was worthy. But I went to school and earned my shit. I'm just saying, ain't nothing against nobody that got an honorary degree. Put in there what y'all feel about honorary degrees. Do you feel that they should stop giving out honorary degrees, or do you feel like, it's something that is very much well deserved? Put it in there. It says Cynthia dumb as a rock. I ain't want to go there, but hey, that's y'all opinion. We respect it, okay? We respect it. We respect it totally, okay? We respect it totally. All right. Now, rumor has it that NBC may cancel the entire Real Housewives franchise after Britt Edie files her $20 million lawsuit. Okay, that's the word on the scurry out here. All right, they're tired of these damn lawsuits. They're tired of people getting mad at certain things being shown on the show or being called out or whatever. Y'all know Britt Edie got mad and when I hit up and filed a damn lawsuit. Okay, let me pull something up here. Let me see. I haven't uploaded so much stuff. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. All right, so we got that. Let me put this one up too. Because I always like to, y'all know when I'm talking to you, I like to put up what I'm reading from so that you guys can see along with me, okay? So this is what is being said. Now they're saying, have they canceled? Of course, we know they haven't canceled it because they're getting ready to go into season 17. But they're saying, no, NBC has not officially canceled the Real Housewives franchise, though there were reports in June of 2025 that NBC Universal was considering it due to the $20 million lawsuit filed by the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast member Britt Edie and general concerns about viewership and authenticity. All right. So y'all know the ratings were very, very low for Real Housewives of Atlanta and some other Real Housewives of Atlanta shows as well. Said that while some specific shows like the Real Housewives of New York were in a state of limbo, said a Bravo representative stated that the show wasn't canceled and executives were still exploring options for its future. So they're trying to scramble and move some things around, get some new people in so that you guys can see some new people on the show that could possibly save the show. I know y'all don't like Nene. I keep saying if y'all want to probably jumpstart some shit over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta, maybe ask her to come back on a friend of capacity and see how that shit work out. Like, slowly add her back. But they're not fucking with her after she filed that lawsuit. And there were rumors that she may come back, but she has already come out come back to say she was not offered any type of, paperwork to say, hey girl, yeah, we need you back on that show. All right, she get no contract. But y'all do know people like K Michelle, Pinky Cole, Sheree has been asked to come back, as well as Kim Zolciak for the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So y'all will see those faces for season 17 coming up. All right, they've already started filming. And it's already set in stone. All right. So according to this, they said that other franchises such as Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Orange County, and Salt Lake City have been renewed. Okay. Of course, Real Housewives of Atlanta have as well. All right. So let's look at some stuff here. Of course, y'all know they said a lawsuit filed by Britt Eady. You guys know she did file a $20 million lawsuit against Kenya Moore and the network. All right, citing defamation, emotional distress, and a hostile work environment after the controversial on-camera incident. Y'all know where Kenya Moore show said explicit pictures on Britt Eady, and she got all of that backlash behind it. All right, now they're saying that there's a decline in the viewership and the authenticity. Reports is indicated that that is concerns about declining viewership and criticism regarding the franchise authenticity were also contributing to the uncertainty surrounding its future. All right. Now they're saying that legal liability concerns that a source suggested that the lawsuit from various cast members have made each cast member a potential legal liability, creating an embarrassment for the network. So if everybody want to get on there and up and sue, like it's giving, damn, y'all gonna bankrupt the network in order to make an example out of somebody. So they're like, damn, what is the future of keeping these shows on the air? Like the ratings are already low. They're trying to scramble, as I said before, to make the show watchable again, to where people will come back. I'm not gonna hold you. Do I feel like Real Housewives of Atlanta will be like it used to be? I don't watch Salt Lake City and all those other ones. I do watch Atlanta because I did become a fan of the show. Now, I don't feel that it will be the way it was when the original OGs like Kandi, Nene, Sheree, and all those girls were on there originally. I don't feel like it will ever get back to that capacity again. They keep bringing these other people. Now, this season, the new season coming up with K Michelle, that might give a little, because you know she do have that mouth and those clapbacks, kind of how Nene was. So they got to have somebody in there like that. You got to have a villain. You got to have somebody that's gonna get in there and check the girls, get the girls in their place, in order to make people want to watch again. So I respect them putting K Michelle there. She does have a storyline, so that's a great thing for her. Not sure why Sheree is coming back. It's gonna be another one of those. Okay, Kim ain't got shit going on, so I don't understand those two coming back. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That says that no official cancellation, of course, has been officially announced as of yet. But I think they're gonna wait to see how this season and what it gives in terms of deciding what's going to happen, or if they're going to get rid of the franchise altogether. What y'all think about that? All right, I was gonna read a whole post on that, but I ain't got time, child. I want to move my show along because we got a lot to talk about. All right, we got a lot to talk about. I want to stay on task because, child, y'all know I get to talking. All right, let's move along. All right, what was that? All right, let's move along. All right, so we do have an update for T Hood. Y'all know I've been talking about T Hood, so I got to keep you guys updated on that. Okay. I don't know who the fuck let a fly in my house. I hate flies. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm a fly swatter here just in case. Come on. Ooh. I don't know who let a fly in here. And it's been raining. So y'all know how it is, honey. When it's raining, flies out, child. But I'm going to slap the hell out of this fly here in a minute because I'm sick of his ass. All right, so let's get into it. Atlanta rapper T Hood's pow pow and rude homicide after autopsy reveals multiple pow pow wounds. All right. Y'all already know he was pow powed up. Like in the buttocks, leg, I think 2 in the leg, 1 in the buttocks, arms. Like he was really hit. All right, so they said Atlanta rapper was found unalive after a pow in Snellville on August the 8th. This just dropped 8 hours ago, so this is a new update. It said that Atlanta, the family of an Atlanta rapper who passed away in a pow has hired an attorney after the autopsy report revealed that he was pow multiple times. Now, T Hood, whose real name is Tevin Hood, was found unalived at a home along Lee Road in Snellville on August the 8th. Now, on August the 13th, Gwinnett police said that the incident was being investigated as a possible self-defense case. This says that they also mentioned that 24-year-old Kai Frost, which is Rashida and Kurt's son, was involved in the incident, but he has not been named as a suspect. Now, Frost is the son of, like I just said, Rashida and Kurt. Moving along, the medical examiner released the autopsy report, including how many times the 33-year-old was pow-powed. According to the medical examiner to be exact, Hood was pow-powed 6 times with injuries to the back legs, upper back, abdomen, lower back, and one front leg, okay? It said that the medical examiner has ruled his death a homicide. 11 Alive News has reached out to Gwinnett Police regarding any updates to this case. The family's lawyer released the following statement after learning about the nature of the pow-powing. It says that this is a developing story. They did not put the statement, don't know why, but that's the update. So the case has been updated or upgraded from self-defense to homicide. So somebody's going to be charged. That's what it means, okay? It says it has been upgraded. The case has been upgraded from a self-defense case to now homicide. All right. For those of you that did not know, let's move on. Somebody gonna get charged. Somebody's getting charged. Okay. I mean, they found something in the evidence. Everybody's been questioned. I know they said Rashida and Kurt's son was asked to come to the police station, give a statement, and be questioned. Obviously, they found something in maybe his statement or something to where they have now upgraded it from self-defense to homicide. Y'all know Georgia is a stand your ground state. Y'all know that. We talk about it all the time. In that particular situation, it may not have been a stand your ground situation. It may not have been. I do hear that T. Hood did have a weapon in his hand, which may have caused the other person to fire at him. And this is just alleged and things that I've been reading up. But they did say that his weapon was not fired. But Kirk Frost's son, Kai Frost's weapon was discharged 5 to 6 times. All right. So we'll keep our eyes on this case to see how it pans out. In the meantime, in between time, let's continue on. According to the Neighborhood Talk, this is a sad situation. Women, let me tell you something. If you're dating a man who play in your face and put you in situations with other women to where you always have to run up on him and be up in his face and checking another bitch, don't put yourself in a situation. This situation here with this story ended very, very badly. Now, a woman is unalived after forcing her way into her husband's alleged mistress' home, still broke in after warning Pow Pow and was fired. The warning Pow Pow was fired. Don't put yourself in situations. Respect yourself, know your worth, move on. If a person is playing in your face in that way, life is too short. We hear about a lot of people losing their lives over DV situations. This is not worth it. If you're with somebody who wants to be with somebody else, let the motherfucker go. That go for men, that go for women. Under the sound of my voice, your life, you don't get but one. So stop arguing with people. Stop trying to make people be where they don't want to be. That's what this case right here boils down to. I don't give a fuck how long you've been with them. If they playing in your face, find another place. All right. If they're playing in your face, find another place. You don't have to put up with that. This woman here lost her life. Excuse me, y'all. This woman lost her life going to and never go to the other person's house. That's another thing. That when I saw this, I was like, no, never go to the person's house. I don't care if your nigga is over there. I don't care because you on their property. There. So whatever this woman feels like she needs to do to protect her peace, her property, even though your man is over there, you still violating. Okay, let's get on and get into this. Child, this shit, yeah. All right, so it says that this story is tragic and messy. Police say that a 42-year-old woman, Kiana Wilson, was unalived early Monday morning after pulling up to a house on Scarf Drive looking for her husband. Lost her life over her husband playing in her motherfucking face. Says it turns out her husband was allegedly in a relationship with another woman. 42-year-old Keosha Green said that when Wilson got there, that she spotted her husband's car parked behind the residence because he hiding his car. Y'all see that bullshit? He knew he wasn't supposed to be over there. Said that she used her key to move the car to the front, then went to knock on the door. Okay. All right. So they said this is where it gets crazy. Now, after a while, said the Greer spoke to her through the home surveillance speaker. Wouldn't even come outside. Said things escalated quick. Said that the two women got into a heated argument about whether Wilson's husband was inside. Meanwhile, his motherfucking ass was in there hiding out, watching two women argue over him, watching the situation escalate, knowing his ass wasn't supposed to be there. That's your wife. I said that when Wilson tried to force her way in, that was a mistake. Greer fired Pow Pows through the door, storm door, okay? Said that you would think that warning Pow Pow would have made Wilson retreat. No, ma'am, honey. She was on demon time that day. Said that since Wilson was not hit, she managed to get inside the house, leading to a physical altercation. Now, during the struggle, Greer fired a second pow, this time striking Wilson in the stomach. My Lord. Says that Wilson then got into her husband's car and drove a short distance before flagging down an officer near the Madison precinct. Now, this said that she was rushed to Skyline Medical Center, but sadly did not make it. My Lord. Police say that they consulted with the district attorney's office, but no charges have been filed at this time. They'll determine if charges will be brought after a full investigation. Now, I'm pretty sure he's going to freely be with this individual now. But again, you cannot go to people's house and feel like you can do, especially barging up in there, even if your man is in there. Even if your man is in there, you cannot go to another woman's house, her property, her domain. She has every right to protect her property because she don't know what you come in there on. Obviously, if you guys are arguing through the surveillance video camera, obviously the situation is tense. Obviously, she feels like, okay, she's coming over here on this kind of time. She want to fight. She want to be on the rah-rah. So she's going to go and grab her piece to get her piece. And that's what happened here. I'm sorry this situation ended the way it did, where someone's life was taken. Okay, she fired a warning pow, and the situation still escalated. You still pushed your way in her door after you knew she had a pow, because obviously you saw it come through the door. You heard the pow, you heard that, and you still pushed your way into her home. Now, for the husband, you bitch ass nigga, let me say this. You are all the way out of line. You are all the way out of line. Okay. And I always tell people this: if you get to a point in your life when you're with someone and you don't want to be with said person anymore, be grown-ups about this shit and say, hey, I ain't happy no more. Maybe we should go our separate way, or maybe we should step back from this relationship and reevaluate things because I'm just not happy. What's wrong with grown-ups? Communicating, that's one of the things that people just don't like to do in relationships anymore. Communication is literally like 90% of a relationship. If you're not talking, there's a problem. Women, men, you got to communicate. Why people don't want to communicate anymore in relationships is so beyond me. You got to talk. If something's bothering you, you got to talk about it. How else are you going to fix it? Going out and getting into another relationship and cheating on the individual is not fixing it. It's only adding more logs to the fucking fire. Then it's going to be a campfire. Now you put two women in a situation to fight over you when all you had to do was communicate or leave the situation. If you wanted to be with the other woman, let the woman that you with know, hey, this ain't working out for me. Go file the necessary paperwork. Leave her the fuck alone. Don't be going back and forth, dipping and dabbing, double dipping, because people like to do that, honey. You over here sleeping over there and you over here sleeping over here. Obviously, again, you knew your ass wasn't supposed to be over there because you parked in the back. She got a driveway. Why you ain't parking the driveway? Because you want to play the field. You want to still play with wife, and then you still want to be over here playing with side piece. Now you done got your wife unalived for your stupid antics and being greedy. Oh my God. Anybody ever been in a situation like that? Women, have any of my women watching me right now in my chat or under the sound of my voice, have you guys ever gone to another woman's house trying to regulate a situation over a nigga or a person? Let's say person. All right. Men, have you ever gone to another man's house because your woman was over there playing in your face? Let's get a poll. I keep saying it's levels to this shit. If you got to go through a person's phone, if you got to be putting tracking devices on their car to know where they're going, if you got to be following them, and that's too much energy for a relationship. I feel like that's cutting into things that I can really be doing that's productive if I got to be doing some shit like that. I'm not looking through your phone. I'm not following you. I'm not putting tracking devices on your phone. And every time you walk out the door, I'm like, okay, he's on Pine Street. All right, he's turning the left on Lee Street. Fuck that. You can't sleep at night. Oh my God. Women, men and women, we got to do better than this. This is an unfortunate situation. Prayers up. Prayers up. All right. Somebody's going to be charged in that situation. Or they may not. It could be a self-defense situation because if you barged in her house and she gave you a warning shot, and yeah, if all of that shit is on video, she may not get charges. Or it may be a manslaughter situation. We don't know. We'll spin the block. If I see any updates on that, we'll talk about it. Let's continue on though. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. All right. Let's get into Kandi. Shout out to the 521 watching. Y'all in here. Damn. Y'all in here. Thank y'all for little old me. Lord have mercy. All right, let's get into our show. All right. Kandi, honey, Kandi Burruss teases emotional new episode of Speak On It. Y'all know that's her show. She has a new podcast which is called Speak On It, where she has several different topics and other people coming to grace her platform to discuss. She just had Jamal Bryant on there, which, child, she got a lot of views for that one because it was very controversial, where he talked about he wanted to unalive himself because he was out here slanging pain too much. But says that this one broke me down. This is what Kandi is saying. Let's go ahead and show what she is talking about. All right.
What's up, y'all? I am your girl, Kandi, and to my left. When we love somebody, I'm just saying, we're not gonna let them look crazy in front of the world. So we are gonna do what we can to be like, okay, make sure they're here. Don't do that. Don't do that. And even though they're not understanding what's happening around them, we see what's happening around you. We see it. We want to fix it, but we can't.
One thing Kandi gonna do is cry, baby. You hear me? One thing Kandi gonna do is cry.
You decide.
Damn.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
All right, so Kandi says, this one broke me down. Probably the most emotional speak on it that I've done in years. Said that you'll see the tears, but you won't believe who's sitting across from me. Says that watch the full conversation first on Patreon tomorrow. # speak on it. Okay. So let's read it. It says that Kandi Burruss is preparing fans for an emotional ride with the next episode of her popular YouTube series, Speak On It. Now, in a heartfelt tweet, the reality star and business mogul revealed just how impactful the upcoming conversation was for her. Said that this one broke me down. Probably the most emotional Speak On It that I've done in years. You'll see the tears. Child, we're going to always see the tears. But you won't believe who's sitting across from me. Said that Kandi shared in a brief snippet on Twitter that where she becomes visibly upset. Said though Kandi was careful not to spill the beans. So we got to watch now to see who is going to be the said person. She's keeping it hush hush so that people will tune in. And a lot of people, as you guys can see here, I'm scrolling. A lot of people are speculating who they think the other person sitting across from her may be. Somebody saying they think it might be Phaedra. I don't think she's gonna sit down with Phaedra. She ain't ready yet. She ain't ready to talk to Phaedra yet. She and Phaedra are still kind of having a little All right, so some people say a little toxic Scott, honey. Somebody said Nene or Phaedra. I don't think it's gonna be Phaedra. Somebody said Kenya. Somebody says Shamia. I don't know. We don't know because she's keeping it tight-lipped. Okay, she's keeping it very, very much so tight-lipped. But let me put this up because this was something that was brought to my attention too. Okay, this could be contributing to her tears. I'm not sure. This is kind of something that was brought to my attention. Let me pull it up. Did I save it? Let me make sure I uploaded it. Did I put it up? It was rumored that Todd got caught with some girl at after hours at one of Kandi's restaurants. Okay, at one of Kandi's restaurants. I got the picture. Hold up, shit. I gotta upload it. I might have took it down. Yeah, it's a rumor. It's a rumor that Todd was caught with some girl, like booed up doing some nasty, freaky ish. And I'm saying allegedly, at one of Kandi's restaurants. You guys, let me see what I did with it because I know I still got it. I don't delete shit. I know I got it. Hold on. Child, but y'all know that they have like an open situation too, where they invite people in the bedroom too. All right, here you go. Here you go. All right, child. They said because y'all know he be hanging out at strip clubs and stuff, and Kandi was saying that he be there till the strip club close. All right, but it could have something to do with that, the way she's getting very emotional because it might be contributing to that. I'm not sure. Let me upload this right quick so we can look at it, and y'all tell me what y'all think. I don't know, child. I don't pow the messenger. I just bring y'all the news, okay? All right, let me get it pulled up because this is something that I hold up. Hot damn. Hold on. Shit. Let me do this this right quick. Jesus. Y'all, I'm sorry. Hold on a second, okay? Damn, why did I do that? Yeah, they were saying that he got caught at her restaurant with some girl on some nasty freaky-ish. I said, not little Todd. Not little Todd. So, child, I told y'all how they be with these damn relationships, these open relationships where they give these hall passes where you got to get permission. And, you know, the only way that you can be with said person is if we know about it and we agree. But I was just like, what the hell? All right, so let's pull it up so y'all can see. All right, so maybe her mind went back to a moment, or maybe this moment. I'm not sure. But that's what's circulating around. I'm going to always show y'all the receipt. According to the Real Housewives of Atlanta fan page, it said that Real Housewives of Atlanta Kandi Burruss shocks fans by they're saying that she filed for divorce. I don't feel like she filed for divorce, but I feel like it's something going on behind the scenes, maybe. It says from Todd Tucker after discovering his affair with a woman at her own restaurant. So they're saying after hours, that some nasty freaky-ish was going on inside in the back, like in the office area maybe of her restaurant. What do y'all think? Not Tiny Todd. Y'all crazy. So they're saying that some trouble is brewing. Y'all know they just celebrated another anniversary. They just celebrated another wedding anniversary. I really hope that's not the case because I do like them together. I really do. I love me some Todd and Kandi together. And she seems to really love Todd. She's gone against her mom about Todd. So she really loves herself some damn Todd. All right. They do have a beautiful love story. They have children together. They have a whole family, but Todd be on the bullshit sometimes. And I don't like that. So I really hope he get his shit together. And I feel like they can have some really nasty, freaky type of shit going on behind the scenes. But Todd, you need to stay out of the strip club. You're a husband now, and take your ass home and don't be letting stories like this be out. All right, y'all know it was said he was also suing Kandi's mama for some defamation shit where she was putting some stories out about him as well. I talked about that and shared that too. All right. Y'all said Mama Joyce waiting on it to fail. Yeah, but it's rumors circulating. Y'all can pull it up. Go Google that Todd was caught with some girls, because it's supposed to be two girls, in one of Kandi's restaurants after hours. Now, y'all know he's running the restaurants. Kandi is letting him run the restaurants, okay? Kandi's letting him run the restaurant. So I don't know. But that's what's circulating. I don't know if it's true, but that's what's circulating. I just want to share that since we were talking about Kandi. All right. I hope that's not the case because I do like Kandi and Todd. I ain't even holding you. I ain't gonna hold you on that. But prayers up for them, child. Because listen, black love, I love it. If you can make your marriage work, make it work. But if it's infidelities and all that shit going on, you got to figure that shit out. All right. Todd, get your shit together. Because leprechauns should not be on that kind of time. Moving on. All right, Nia Long, honey. Nia Long shades in a cryptic post about side chicks boosting a midlife crisis man ego. Said that 3 years after Ime Udoka split. Now, y'all know she just came up on a nice little bag on Ime Udoka too. All right, well, he's paying her a nice chunk of money per month for their son because his cheating ass got out here and was messing with a damn Becky with the red hair and got caught. All right, on doorbell camera doing some nasty, freaky shit. And Nia Long made it very much so known. She did not even know that this situation had occurred until she saw it on social media. Ain't that some shit? This man is a public figure. He's a whole basketball coach. All right. And is it the Houston Skyrockets? I think it is. I think it is. I think that's who he's coaching now. But his motherfucking ass got caught cheating with the coach's wife. And they were on doorbell cam. But when the story broke, Nia was like, bitch, I didn't even know this was going on until I saw it on social media like everybody else. Okay. Hold up. Okay. Ciao. I'm trying to multitask. Okay. So let's go ahead and read up on what's going on. Okay. All right. I love Nia Long, honey. I love me some Nia Long. All right. So let's get into it. Nia Long stirred conversation online with a pointed message about side chicks and midlife crisis men. I'm not. All right, so I love her from Love Jones, and she looked the same. She don't look like she's aged one day since Love Jones. Damn. Says that on Tuesday, August 26th, the actress shared a post to her Instagram stories that read, "Too much attention from a side chick makes a midlife crisis man think that he's a king." Ooh. It says the easy tiger is just a paper hat from the kids' table, adding sideways laughing emoji. It goes on to say that Long's words comes nearly 3 years after her split from Ime Udoka, who was suspended by the Boston Celtics in 2022 for violating team policies after an intimate relationship with a staffer. Y'all remember that, okay? I see the jam session message, guys. Thank y'all so much, okay? We're going to get into it in a second. Now, speaking about the fallout, Long says that I think the most heartbreaking thing about all of this was seeing my son's face when the Boston Celtics organization decided to make a very private situation public. I was devastated, and it still is. Y'all know her son is now 13 years old. Yeah, he was probably like 10 or so back then. She said that she ended her 13-year relationship with Ime Udoka in December of 22 behind that very public fiasco. Okay, that had to be very embarrassing to her. 13 years, and they weren't even married. They were dating for 13 years, and he went out here and did this to her. And he was seeing this this Becky with the red hair for quite some time. This wasn't like a little hit it and quit it situation. Like, he was in a full-fledged relationship behind the woman's husband's back and behind Nia Long's back. And I was like, how you fuck up Nia Long's situation? Like, damn, you got a bad bitch over there. How you messed that up? Okay. But some men just they don't realize the worth in the woman that they have, and they do shit like that. And it was very public, and I felt bad for her when that came out. I actually talked about that on my channel. I was just like, nigga, what? All right, but that's the post she made, okay? That's the post she made. Obviously, she's still kind of hurt by that. 13 years, that's not something that you get over overnight. If you with somebody for that long, obviously feelings and emotions, memories, especially when you have a child, that every time you see that child, it's a constant reminder of the person that hurt you. So she is still healing from that. Prayers up to her for that. And I'm sad that her son also has to deal with the public scrutiny and embarrassment as well. He has to go to school. Kids know who his father is and who his mother is. That he has celebrity parents. So imagine kids teasing him at school and or bringing up, you know, your dad was seen on the news with that white lady. What happened? You know, kids could be very kids can be very mean when shit like that happens. So not only did you put Nia in the crossfires of your bullshit, but you also put your son in a situation where he also had to answer to and or be embarrassed because you couldn't keep your dick in your pants, nigga. Like, damn. But let's move on. Ciao, ciao, ciao. The mess, and the mess. All right, so I wanted to talk about this days ago when it came out. But I'm going to talk about it today because this was a lot. I've never seen nobody this crazy, okay? Oh, my God. You said, why these men be dodging women? Crazy, right? Nia Long, how you messed that up? Nia is still serving out here in her, what is she, like in her mid-50s or so? Mid-late 50s? Nia Long is still serving the girls. Nia Long is still a bad bitch out here, like for real. And for Ime Udoka to do that for the white lady with the red hair, I was like, she don't hold a candle to Nia. But then again, it's not always about looks. It's always about, or most of the time about, you know, if the woman is extra freaky and is willing to do some things that maybe your woman ain't willing to do. Or a lot of men, they have it's the chase for them. Okay, it's the chase for them. It's the whole can I cheat? You know, how long can I get away with this? How long can I do this and get away with it? It's the game for them. A lot of them like that whole game of being able to sneak around and do things and the thrill of it all as well. Okay, it's the thrill of it. And then they go back home and they want to have their regular schmegular life with the woman who they lying in her face. Like, how do you look at her? How do you look at Nia after being with this woman and acting like nothing ever happened, knowing that you were over there doing some nasty, freaky shit, and then go home and have her doing some shit to you? Like, that is just the most, But y'all, let's move on. This topic right here. Now, a West Side high school teacher accused of slamming a student and leaving her with bruised ribs during a pep rally game. Y'all know the game, musical chairs. Y'all know how it works. You set up some chairs and you play some music and you walk around these chairs. And when the music stops, the game is that said person is supposed to sit down. And you know, after so many times they remove chairs from the game, and then it's only one chair left. So they play the music, and it's two people usually to where they're walking around this chair. And once the music stops, whoever sits in the chair is the winner. Whoever does not sit in the chair is the loser. Well, this teacher took things a little too far, and he slammed the student, you guys, in an effort to win this musical chair game. I said, what the hell? Let's get into this, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. Damn, I ain't sharing. I'm sorry. Hold on. For y'all start cussing me out. Y'all know y'all get to talking and I'll be like, damn. All right, so let me go back.
One.
All right, let's let it load up so y'all can see it. My bad, y'all. All right, so it's there. Let's go.
The music stopped. You know how somebody pulls the chair and runs? Yeah. I did that, sat down. Then he ran after me, picked me up, and then slammed me.
For him to take it that far and for him to, I guess, quote unquote, say, got embarrassed because the chair got pulled from underneath her. And then when she sat down, grab my daughter out the chair and swing her over to the ground and slam her. That's not even cool for him to do that. I think I have it all in a blur. I don't remember, but I do remember, like, why am I on the ground? And I was thinking, like, I'm on the ground. Like, I shouldn't be on the ground this hard. When the music stopped, you know.
What y'all think about that? Do y'all think that the teacher went too far in an effort to win this game of musical chairs? He really hurt her. She's bruised and everything, bruised ribs and all that. Like, he literally slammed her. Y'all saw it. Now, my God. It says that a 16-year-old student at Westside High School in Jacksonville says that she ended up with a concussion and bruised ribs after a male teacher slammed her to the ground while they were playing musical chairs at a pep rally. Okay, somebody said, I'm suing. Absolutely. All right, so I said that the student, Nyla Malinkin, told News4Jax that the teacher got a little too competitive during the game. Said that she explained that when the music stopped, that she pulled a chair and sat down like everyone does. Says, but then the teacher chased her, picked her up, and slammed her to the floor. We just saw that, okay? That's exactly what happened. Says that Nyla's mother, Joanne Milliken, posted a video on TikTok showing the moment her daughter was thrown down while the teacher celebrated the winning. It says that two people rushed to help Nyla get up after the incident, as you guys also saw. Now it says that Joanna says that watching her daughter cry broke her heart because Nyla is tough and rarely shows emotions like that, okay? So that she says that she met with the school's principal who admitted that he watched the video and was shocked by what he saw. Now, according to the news, 4Jax also reviewed a no longer version of the video that shows the same teacher pushing another student earlier in the game before tackling Nyla. So he's very aggressive. So not only did you tackle this young woman, bruise her ribs, and give her a concussion, prior to her, you also was seen pushing and being aggressive towards another student. That's a problem. Damn. So the family says that they want accountability. Of course, Joanna told reporters nobody should have to deal with their kid going to the emergency room just because a teacher tackled them over musical chairs. I agree. I would sue the fuck out of them too. It said that Duval County Public Schools confirmed the teacher has been reassigned to duties with no student contact while the district's Office of Professional Standards investigates. He need to be more than that, reassigned. Nah, he need to be suspended or fired. Hello? This child had to go to the emergency room with concussion and cracked ribs or bruised ribs. Damn. That means she was slammed hard. She was slammed hard. Do you know how much force it takes to get a concussion and bruise ribs? That's some force. Y'all just saw the video. I ain't gonna play it no more. But damn, y'all put in there what y'all think. As the mother, you definitely should sue, baby. Sue. He needs to be definitely more than just reassigned, baby. No. Okay. All right. So, given the complexity of my show, I pulled two stories where there was a DV situation, and I don't want to do back-to-backs because I don't want you two to be like, okay, real, what's going on today? So I will save this one for tomorrow because it might be too much today. I got to stay within the boundaries, child, and I get it. I get it. We child. That last one where the lady went to the woman's house with the pow. Yeah, that's giving too much. So we're gonna move along, honey. We're going to move along. I don't want too many DV situations on this video. All right, so let's get into some Claudia Jordan news. All right. Y'all know Claudia Jordan is over there on Carlos King's panel now. Well, y'all know it used to be Heavenly Child up over there. So Heavenly is gone. She's trying to be in political stuff now. But Claudia's over there. Claudia's a good fit because she's a good reader. Claudia get the girls together and she say whatever the hell she wants. So I like that about her. So Claudia Jordan says that she ended her last relationship because when he lost his job, he became a little itch, B-I-T-C-H, according to her, said it changed the dynamic of their relationship. It will. Because how you respect a man who ain't working, child? Shit, what the hell? How you respect that? You go to work, the nigga sitting at home on the damn PlayStation. Come home, he's still sitting in the same spot. PlayStation about to blow up because nigga been sitting there all damn day. He ain't went to go pee. He ain't took the dogs out. He ain't did a damn thing. He ain't took the trash out. Still sitting there. So I respect that, Claudia. All right. So it said the media personality Claudia Jordan spoke on her previous relationship during her interview with The Breakfast Club. Said that Jordan revealed that she ended her last relationship because her man lost his job and it changed their dynamic as she continued working, and he became a little biatch. So what y'all think? Because y'all got a lot of women out here who be on that kind of time, who stay with people and allow these men to drop them off at work, okay, while he keep the car only for him to go home and be over at the side piece house. Who on that kind of time? Hi, me, girl. All right, but that's what be happening. So I respect Claudia. I think Claudia she's very choosy when it comes to her men, because you don't really see her in a lot of relationships. I told you guys she was on like a dating show, a reality show, which was kind of like a dating show where she had her partner at the time, but you could kind of tell he wasn't that into her in terms of their dynamic and how they interacted with each other, which I thought was just weird. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a message come over my phone. But so I think Claudia is very selective with the type of men that she chooses to have in her life, which is why you don't see her just like dating. And you see her with a lot of relationships with a lot of men. And plus she's very secure in who she is as a woman. And two, she has her own. Claudia has her own home. She has her own car. She's talked about it before on Carlos King's show. Okay. She's driving a Bentley and she's got another nice high price car. She just purchased a new home. I think she lives in Texas. So she's doing very well for herself. So for her to be at that state of her life and for her to date down and get a man who can't keep a job, that's something I'm pretty sure she does not want to do. She don't want to be out here taking care of no damn man. So that I totally respect. She needs to, maybe raise the bar a little bit, date up. Because when you date somebody who's beneath you, then you can't respect them. It's kind of hard to, versus dating up and dating somebody on your level. So I respect that totally with Claudia. So shout out to her for that. And damn, she called him a little bitch out here. Oh well, girl. All right. Shout out to Claudia. Hey man, Claudia's about to be in a new movie too, I saw. So shout out to Claudia for that. Shout out to Claudia. She's doing the damn thing. All right, so let's move along. Because the girls are fighting, honey. The girls are fighting. And shout out to the girls are fighting. Let's get into this. Tamar and Funky Dineva. All right, y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see it, child. Y'all know we get ready to talk about it. Let's get into the all right. So Funky says about Tamar, child. Okay. I was used and abused, baby. That's what Funky said. So Miss Funky Dineva says that Tamar Braxton set him up. Said that you not being a friend to me, and I ain't deserve any of this, and I'm deeply hurt. All right, so he had a few things to say. I'm gonna pull up the post here in a second because he get ready to drag the out of her for playing in his face. Now he went out with her, as you guys know, I covered it over here. He went out with her for some type of I want to say birthday celebration or some type of celebration where the two of them and a few friends gathered up, and they went to a couple of places in Atlanta to live it up, have a good time, have some drinks and whatnot. Tamar went home. Funky Dineva said he went home as well. He got a call later on from Tamar saying that she was in some type of accident. She needed Dr. Heavenly's number because she lost a few teeth. And then he, story got out, and of course people were like, well, damn, Funky was with her. So it was kind of like they were trying to point the finger at him being involved in this said incident that she was in. But he was mad because she never came forward to clear that up and say, no, that's my friend. Funky ain't have shit to do with it, while he kept talking about it. So he felt like, okay, you're supposed to be my friend, and why I keep having to go and defend you, and you're not speaking up and defending me. And I feel that as a friend. I feel that as a friend. If you see that things are going in a certain direction media-wise, and it's making me look bad, and it's making people point the finger at me when I did nothing but get in my fucking car and go home, and you had some type of accident after the fact, then it kind of makes me feel like you don't give a fuck a little bit, like that much, or maybe that much, because you still ain't said shit about it. And now he got to go public and put a whole post, several posts, and let the whole world know he about to drag your ass, which we already know. Y'all know Funky is a dragger. His mouth is very much so a chainsaw as well. Okay. And I'm not really a huge fan of Funky. I respect the fact that he do what he do. He do have a lot of heat for women. Okay, a lot of women don't like him because he do have a lot of negative stuff to say about women. But in terms of his mouth and how he get a bitch together, I am kind of low key waiting for that. I'm high key hoping that he do drag the fuck out of her for that fact alone, and I'm low key hoping that he drag her thoroughly. I am. Y'all know I like a little mess from time to time, but I really want to see how this shit pop off. Okay. I really do. Now, I said that according to Funky, that Tamar texted they meant to say him, claiming that she had her teeth knocked out and asked for Dr. Heavenly's number, as I just said. Naturally, Funky was concerned, it says, until Tamar popped up days later in a brand new music video looking perfectly fine. Now, I told y'all yesterday, Tamar has a visual video coming out. Mendeecees is said to have been, is, because we get ready to look at it, her leading man in said video. They real chummy too, all right? A lot of people were saying that they saw Tamar and Mendeecees out and about in the Atlanta streets, a little too chummy, all up on each other and whatnot, rubbing all over my body and whatever. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into some things that Funky had to say. Let me get back so y'all can follow me. All right, let's get it up there, child, because Funky had a lot to say and we're gonna talk about it. All right, so this is what he had to say. Okay, let's share. I'm gonna pull them all up. Y'all bear with me. All right, let me get them all pulled up so I can go from post to post. All right. Yeah, he about to drag the fuck out of here, and I can't wait. I can't wait, baby. I got my antennas up, baby. When I hear it, we going live again. All right. So this is what he had to say. Y'all can see here, Miss Funky Daddy. That's him, honey. That's him. All right. So he says, when I get through reading Tamar Braxton ass down to the ground, I don't want to hear shit. Because I don't warned you. So just up and know that the shit is coming, okay? Shout out to Snatch by Diego. That's my friend. F-R-E-N. Okay. I have to say it like that because people stay doing the most, but you know I love him down. All right, so that's what Funky had to say. He about to drag the fuck out of Tamar. Okay, let's get into the next one, girl. So at Tamar, see, he atting her to let her know when a bitch at you, they letting you know. Yeah, I'm saying this shit and I want you to know I'm saying it. That's what at mean. What up, Chef? Y'all in here, okay? So he says at Tamar, you ain't even gonna try to clear any of this ish up and tell these people that I ain't do anything to you. Are you hold on, oh shit, I'm all in the character. I can't even read it. Say at Tamar, you ain't even gonna try to clear any of this up and tell these people I didn't do anything to you. Are you you know what happened? That it makes sense. Says that I was accused of not being a friend to you, because you know when you write in all caps, you yelling. Says that when at the end of the day, it was you not being a friend to me. Bitch, you got to put bitch on the end. All right, he didn't say that, but I said it. Said I didn't deserve any of this, and I'm deeply hurt. Exclamation, because he yelling, he pissed off. Okay. So hashtag Black Mirror, hashtag Tamar Braxton, hashtag Funky Dineva. All right, he on her ass. And I love it. All right, so here you go. Funky Dineva says, here it is. I got ate up alive over my birthday weekend, and the whole while there was nothing wrong with Tamar's ass. So he says that she pretty much used him and his name in this whole setup in an effort to promote her visual album with Mendeecees' ass. All right, so he goes on to say that now she done released this tired ass music video for this raggedy EP that ain't nobody want in the first damn place, and because I'm in the fucking video, people are going to think that I was a part of the PR stunt. I was collateral damage in a 2-bit PR stunt. All right, that's what he said. I had to holler because he was hollering, okay? What y'all think about that? I'm waiting for this drag. He probably going to do it when he go live, because y'all know he do his daily show. All right, it's probably going to be at the beginning of the show because he gonna let off on her ass. I'm going to be right there, baby. I'll be right there. I'll be right there listening. All right. I'm being in the bushes. Yes, I will, honey, with a thorn all up my ass, getting all of that tea. That's the hell I will. We're going back over here. When I get through reading Tamar ass down, you're going to be a Muppet today and all that, Tamar. So get ready to cry, girl. Go ahead and do like Candace Dillon over there on Real Housewives of Potomac, baby. Go on and fold your tissue into that square. Y'all know she always get her square, child. Y'all know Candace get that little square shit like this here because she know the tears about to come. And going to get that pointy part and going to put it to your eye. Because Funky about to tear off in your ass. Okay? You done ran out of minutes with him, bitch. And he about to read your ass motherfucking down. Go on and put your shit like this. Get your glasses on and put your tissue like that. Because your shit back. Go on and put your tissue under there, under your glasses like that. And leave that shit under there. Because it's about to be a whole lot of motherfucking crying when I see this shit pop up. All right. All right, so what y'all think? Yes, go get your triangle, get your rectangle, triangle, whatever, however you fold your tissue, girl, and get ready to cry. Because I'm be right over there laughing and instigating the bullshit. Yes, I will. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Because child, I said, I know she didn't up and play in nobody damn face with no damn visual album. Did we ask for it? But let's get into it, child. I said, this bitch, Tamar, your Muppet face ass. I know you didn't up and play with the people like that. I just know you didn't. The clear audacity. Nah, let's get now I'm mad. Shit, how I get in it? I'm mad. How I get in it? Shit. Like, I'm mad like I was there. Let's get into this. Shout out to Tamar, because we're looking at it from your page, which lets us know that we ain't just pulling it from no bullshit. It's from you. It's on your page, all right? Said the moment y'all have been waiting for, my real life heartbreak album, story and movie, starring my friend at Mendeecees. So she added him. New EP, Heartbreak Retrograde, available 9/19. Bitch, we don't care. Okay? You're going to be hollering like you do in the other songs. We don't give a damn. But let's get into it.
But we already know you shouldn't even be dealing with him.
And you around here going through by that lady husband? What? Girl, you a better woman than I ever be.
Oh, wait a minute. They are not together.
Okay, Vince, I need advice. What do I do?
Well, you gotta love yourself first.
I didn't cheat. I got taken down.
And you expect for him to get over that?
I ain't know it's gonna get real life in there, bitch.
No, it's about to get real life in here.
Either you cut it, I cut it.
No, we're not cutting it.
Okay, well, I'm cutting it. Just give me the goddamn thing. I'll do it.
You guys were not equally yoked
But there is a time where a man stops being a hoe, right?
when they want to. Well, as long as they hang down in the front, they're gonna run. But they don't want you running.
If he's the only thing I got, well then I must not have a lot.
I gotta pee. Music, no music, okay? So, you coming out here telling people that you almost lost your life, that you was in a pool of blood out here. And you done lost some teeths and done asked Funky Dineva to hurry up and get Dr. Heavenly on the phone so she can go in that third drawer to the left and pull out some of them Mr. Eds so she can fix your damn teeth, only for you to up and play in our face and up and lie. So you can promote this damn EP, Heartbreak Retrograde, with Funky Dineva in this bullshit, and you ain't clear his name now. He about to up and drag you, and I cannot wait. I can't wait. What y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? I kind of don't care now, Tamar. I kind of don't care now because I feel like you really played in our face. Like you had people like, girl, what happened to you? Like people were really worried about you. People were really worried about you, Tamar, when you said that. You can't go live and say, oh, I was in a pool of blood. I almost died. Y'all know she always do the ugly cry with the bottom lip trembling. I almost died. She was on that shit. Only for this shit to be popping off, really? Like, really? Let me pull up the picture. Like we really felt bad for you. We when we saw you, okay? When we saw you, this is what we saw. Only for you to be promoting a visual album with Mendeecees. Because she went live yesterday. So I can't wait to tell you what the secret is. I was like, what is this? What the fuck is this? So you went from this to a visual album. Shout out to the 649 watching. We went from this to a visual album. Krishan Braxton. We went from this. I'm gonna call you again, Tamar. Tamar Krishan Braxton. This is what we're doing. Somebody said every day was gonna be sunny sky. Only mom and gay and lingerie. I guess somebody lied. Started to stressing and fighting and don't touch me, please. For that shit. And truth be told, I'm waving my flag before it goes back. Yeah. That shit. From that to that. That's what we're doing. Bitch, why you playing in my face this morning? A visual album. This is what we resort to sell music now. Girl, get the fuck out of here. Tony V. Braxton. Tony Michelle. Let's put her middle name. Her government. Tony Michelle Braxton would never. Okay. Tony Michelle Braxton would never resort to this right here to sell no fucking music. That's what I do know. Okay. Lord have mercy. Child. Not the invisible teeth having. Child. Girl, let me release you back to the streets. Cause that no. And hell no. Okay. No, we not here for it. And Mendeecees, get your ass up here too. Cause you a part of this bullshit. I'm so tired of them. Tamar is always so fucking extra. I'm so sick of her. Like, girl, I want to throw it right now, but I don't feel like cleaning this shit up. I'm so sick of her. I'm that sick. I am that sick of her. I want to throw up on my keyboard for playing in my damn face. Oh my God. Oh my God, yes, oh my God, I can't believe what I saw when I turned on the TV. I came home from a party and I don't know what happened. I woke up and I was in a pool of blood and my teeth, was across the room, across the floor in the kitchen. And I called Funky Dineva and I told him, please call Dr. Heavenly because I got to get some work done on my mouth real quick because can't nobody out here see me like this. You almost died. Almost died. 3 days later, you resurrected with this bullshit. Girl. Let's get into this. Mendeecees with his lying, cheating ass. Yandy gonna always cover for Mendeecees, okay? Now, all these stories been out about Mendeecees and Tamar. Booed up, chummy. Here they over here, child. Let's get into it. Now, it says that staying home, shout out to Live Blitz, it says that Mendeecees in the cut enjoying wife Yandy Smith's cooking, honey, after numerous infidelity rumors. All right, because they used to him, child. They used to getting infidelity rumors. All right, he go out and cheat and come home and get a bowl of spaghetti and they make up. All right, this is what they do. So let's get into.
I did a griot and shrimp sandwich, plantain sandwich.
I ain't even looking. I don't even want to see
coconut rice.
Girl, all this food over here.
Somebody took a bite of
this. No, that's the way the plantain is, baby.
I only want plantains and
this one's wrong too, right?
Yep, that's how you make the sandwich, baby.
I'm gonna put this one on the bottom because y'all got all one.
Okay, so now put the chicken, put the chicken, put the sauce.
Just ate too.
Oh yes, baby girl.
You done?
No. You didn't even let me get to the part. Yeah.
Okay, so how's your plantain sandwich?
How y'all know?
Good. This is great. I love it.
Okay. I did a griot and shrimp sandwich, plantain sandwich.
In the background.
Any coconut rice?
Girl, all this food over here.
Somebody took a bite of it.
There you go, right there. Okay. Child. Anyway, Mendeecees, okay? Anyway, Mendeecees. I'm so sick of this. Tamar, I don't know. I ain't a fan of you no more, okay? I like all the other sisters, but you, I'm done with you because you lie too much. You play too much. All that for an album, girl. That's not necessary. And you talented. Tamar sings down, so you ain't really have to do all that extra bullshit to sell no album. All you had to do, girl, was announce, I got a new album coming out, da-da-da-da-da. Those that will support you. That's just on period. Those that will support you will support you. You don't have to do all that extracurricular bullshit for people to go and up and buy and purchase your album. Or times that hard for you, girl. Tamar sings down. The throat skills are on that. So you don't have to do all that extra shit of, oh, my teeth fell out. Girl, that's too much. Not Funky about to drag your ass, and I'm here for it. And I don't even like to say that, child, but I'm here for it. Funky, go out. Let the Lord thoroughly use you on her ass, okay? Please let the Lord use you when you drag Tamar. Please do, okay? Please do. All right, so let's continue on. Okay, according to Live Blitz, now, Mama Drama, now Carlissa, who is Blueface mama, okay, says that her sons, Blueface and Dre, are locked up because they disrespected her. Now, she calls it their karma and says that God don't play about her. Now, just the other day, you was on Blueface side. Now, I get it. That is karma. You disrespect your mama, okay, you do cut your days off, and you do have that negative energy that comes your way when you disrespect your mama. All right, so let's get into what she had to say, child, because she's sick of her sons disrespecting her, and Blueface really disrespected mama. All right, I've seen him call her a bitch and everything. I was like, how you get away with that?
I mean, just like my sons got on here calling me all kinds of names, I knew it was gonna cost them. I knew it. I said, "Ooh, shit! I done did too much for you to get out here and lie on me and do me dirty." And I done taught you about playing revenge. Revenge belongs to the Lord. That is scripture. Now, if you don't know Bible and you don't know nothing about the Bible, you better know. When you start seeking revenge and messing with what he got going on with people and getting in their way, just like my sons did me, they not sitting in jail for no other reason other than disrespecting their mama, and they know that. Okay. They know that. They know how God feel about me. They know how God work about me because they know I ain't gonna put nothing. And
they know how God work about me. Now, Blueface, you know how God work about her.
Nothing and no one before God or before them. Okay, they knew it when they said it, and they probably tried to repent. But he said, "I'm gonna accept it, and I'm gonna go show you how important it is." Now, I mean, just like my sons got on here calling me to never do that to your mama. Your mama done damn near caught cases behind you, went to bed hungry behind you, okay? And went to war for your education, went to war for y'all to get scholarships, went to war for y'all to be just be good men in this earth. Sat
in or on?
In the car, whose mama sat in the car while y'all went to the movies on a date? Make sure don't none of the thugs and the gangbangers be out there waiting. I'm in the car waiting with my shotgun on my sons to come out, wishing a motherfucker would. I would get in the bushes and play like I'm a whole nigga. Press my titties down.
That's a lot, mama. If ride or die was a person, girl, it would be you.
Damn. Them shave my head bald. Them niggas would think a nigga came for them. About my sons and my daughters. So can you please tell me why them niggas thought it was going to be okay? They know the Lord. They know how God feel about me. They watched every man that played with me right now. They have to never know you don't play with certain people. So they sitting there and they thinking about it and they apologize, and I'm still here. I'm their mama. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not sitting over here mad, waiting on nobody to get in trouble by God. I don't want God to get you in trouble, but what I do know is that you won't be able to stop it, just like my sons sitting there right now and can't stop it. They can't stop what God said. You got to sit here and know that that's your mama, and that what you did to your mama cost. Even though you sorry, and even though you realize what you did, he making sure you know when you leave this time, you don't never play with your mama again. I don't give a fuck how many hoes in these streets you play with. You don't.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Blueface's biggest karma is Krishan. That is his biggest karma. Damn, that is his biggest karma. Krishan Rock is definitely Blueface's biggest karma. Let's continue.
Play with your mama. And you definitely don't play with no mama that's been there for you. How can God accept you into heaven and respect him if you can't respect the person that's been there in the flesh for you? No, you don't play.
She's speaking right. I just can't receive it from her because she's a part of the bullshit, if you will. Okay, Clarissa, you definitely a part of the reason why your sons are like they are. Okay, you got to give them something to respect at the end of the day. Yeah, you are mama, and you should automatically get that respect. But I feel like you have been, a part of some of the things that your sons have done. So they don't kind of see you as mama; they see you as homegirl. That's why they can just call you the biatch word, and it just fly out, just so willy nilly. That's how they can do that, and they don't respect you. They don't have that thing in them. Y'all know how it is when y'all got that mama that don't play with you like that. Okay. I'm real grown over here, but I still respect my mama, and there's certain things that I will not say, and I won't say it in a certain tone as well, because I respect that she is my mother. Okay. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't be above slapping the shit out of me if she felt she needed to, if I ever disrespected her, which I would never put her in that position to feel like she needs to do. But it's just something that you just do. As a child growing up into an adult, you respect your parents as such, so your days can be longer. Okay, some of y'all out here just disrespectful as hell to your parents. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, and then parents, stop provoking your kids to where they can't respect your ass too. Stop doing that too, because we got some parents out there that do be provoking. Okay, do be provoking their kids to wrath, and then when they snap off and do and say some things, then you be surprised like, oh, I'm your mother. But okay, yeah, don't be on that. But don't be on that. Clarissa, you are definitely the problem, and you're the reason why your sons are the way that they are and where they are too. We can say that. All right. Okay, let's get into this. So there's some little talk about Karen Huger. Y'all know she about to be out next week, honey, on August the 2nd, girl. She about to be out next week. She getting out early for being good over there in jail. So I don't know why Giselle, who I feel was not a very good friend to the Grand Dame, aka Karen Huger, with her drunk ass. I don't know why Giselle is doing all these press conferences and these panels about Karen after Karen done up and read you down. Where is Jamal here? Is Jamal coming? I will never forget that at the reunion. Okay, everybody else had their husband sitting behind them. Giselle sitting over there. You don't had Jamal on the show the entire season. Now at the reunion, he ain't sitting. Is Juan gonna be here? Was Jamal coming? That's what Karen asked. And Giselle said, he's not coming. We were like, yeah, we knew that. That was Karen. We already knew that. They have had the falling out, the break up, the makeup type of friendship. Okay. But here she is, girl, talking like she just talked to Karen the other day. But let's get into it. Well, Andy Cohenchild is over here on his Watch What Happens Live panel. Let's go.
I wanted to know if you've been in touch with Karen since her sentencing. And also, do you know if she and Wendy have spoken since that reunion?
Her and Wendy have not spoken and probably will not for a very long time. I have been in contact with someone who's very close to her about her safety and all that. And from what I understand, they love her up in where she is right now.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
They are loving Karen.
They are loving the Grand Dame.
I love that for her.
And you know she is running that thing.
The artist formerly known as the Grand Dame.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. They love her.
Wow.
So I feel very good about the fact that she's safe.
And and have you spoken to Ray at all?
Yes. And Ray is, he's still adjusting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And have you spoken to TJ at all since the reunion?
No, but I know very good friends of his and I've spoken to them.
Oh, really?
So was he paid? He was paid. We got receipts.
We have receipts.
Because he never did drop them online.
He didn't drop them online because he's still trying to get his money.
And she's still rising and she's still rising.
And she's not, because she is not Maya Angelou.
I wanted to know if you've been in touch with Karen since her sentencing. And also,
so it seems that someone was paid in this little incident dealing with the Grand Dame, and they didn't get their money, so they talking now. Oh, that could be bad. That's gonna be a good little tease for next season. It damn sure is, because y'all know Karen. They said Karen gonna be she's getting out early, honey, and she is gearing up to be filming for the next season of Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all know they got to have a Grand Dame on there. It's not gonna be the same without her. Okay, so she is definitely getting out of the jail, girl, next week. And Karen is gearing up to be on the next season of the upcoming Real Housewives of Potomac. So we're going to see what it gives, okay? Because y'all know Andy love himself some damn Karen Huger. Karen can never do no wrong when it comes to Andy. He loves her down, all right? So that's what the anticipation is, okay? So that's it, and that's all on that. Moving on. Because I don't care no more. All right. Do I care about this topic? We're gonna scrap that to the next show because I gotta get done, child. All right, so what else I got? All right, let me go back to my main screen because I got some stuff I gotta pull up. Nope. We done with that. Remove. Thank y'all for being here, being so patient, child. We got topics. I'm so glad I'm off today so I can take my time, Lord. Okay, I'm off, so I ain't gotta fly through my show and be like, oh God, I gotta go. All right. So let's see. Okay, yep. So we got to talk about this because I found this. This is a topic as well because we talked about this. I should have talked about this when we talked about Cardi B, but shit, we'll go ahead and get into it. All right. So Offset says that he cheated on Cardi B 50 times. Okay, in their relationship, 50 times. Imagine being cheated on 50 times. All right. So he openly admits that he cheated on Cardi 50 times compared to the 2 times she cheated back on him. Now, he also stated on his song, he has a new song out. Damn it, I cheated. All right, it's going to be that. All right, so he stated on his song, Move On, from his album, okay, Kiari, that's the name of it, because that's his name. Said that you got your get back, so I had to get back. It's 50-2. All right, so he's saying here in the song that he actually cheated on Cardi B in their relationship / marriage 50 times. Damn, I hope you strapped up while you was out there like that too, because that's a lot. And for her to only step out 2 times, yeah, y'all know this. Yeah, y'all know this, him, child. Cardi, I cheated. Cardi, I cheated. I cheated. I cheated. Yeah, Cardi, I cheated. Y'all know this, him, child. He don't be saying shit. He be mumble rapping. But yeah, so he has admitted he has a new song out. He has a new song out on his Kiari album where he does openly admits to cheating on Cardi B 50 times. I don't blame her for divorcing his ass now. Now I get it. Okay. Now I get why she left his ass. 50 times is extreme. Like, you really don't give a fuck. You didn't give a fuck after the second time. Probably the first time. But 50 times? Nigga, bye. Okay. You played all the way in her face. All right, so let's get the next topic. I got to get on my other little topics before we get to the next stuff, okay? All right, we talked about funky. What else? Oh, we got to get into this Chris Brown and Quavo since we're talking about him, because I meant to talk about this 2 days ago, but I kept forgetting. So let's get into it. All right, so on Twitter was on fire over there as Quavo from the Migos, all right, him. All right, so was arguing with Chris Brown, who we love, child, Chris Breezy. We love Chris in here. Yes, we do. I'm a huge fan of Chris Brown. So last night on Twitter, they're saying that Quavo called out Chris Brown for charging his fans $1,200 just to take a picture, okay, according to Quavo, while he all up in Chris' business counting his bag. Are you mad because nobody paying $1,200 to come and see you and take a picture with you? Now, y'all know Chris do these like little promos. Y'all may have seen these pictures across line online or whatever, where he have these random people coming and they want to take pictures. There's all types of pictures. They be in his lap, he be hugging them, he be standing behind them, he be spooning with them, all types of stuff. And he charged a fee for these said pictures, but Quavo decided to insert himself in that, and he got his ass read down. All right, Chris is definitely a reader, a fighter, a singer, a rapper. Like, damn, what can he not do? Okay. So it said that Chris is out here. This is what Quavo said about Chris. Said that Chris Brown is out here taxing $1,200 for pictures. Says that bruh not even an actor. Yes, he is. He's been in a movie before, so that makes him an actor. Said that he needs to be in the studio making music. Where you need to be, because I ain't heard shit from you. I ain't heard you mumbling on no mics here lately. Anywho, so Chris Brown clapped back by saying, you got dissed by a singing ninja. Y'all know they did a battle rap and Chris ate his ass up too. Y'all remember, and still lost. That's what he's saying to Quavo. Says, I told you that you're whack without Takeoff. Pew. And is, because Takeoff was the best rapper in the fucking group. Get into it. And you still had to add him on your diss track. Yes, you did, girl. Says that worry about your flop career, and I'm a worry about this bag. See, that's how you clear a bitch right there. Let him know, because he is on tour, selling out in every single motherfucking show. We ain't synced in my Moses voice. I heard from you, Quavo. The Migos ain't been Migoing since Takeoff took off, okay? And that's just on period. Okay? So when you try to come for Chris Brown, you better be glad he didn't put the powers on your ass, okay? You better be glad he just chose to up and read you down, because that's exactly what he did. He cleared his ass, didn't he? Let's read that again, shall we? Talking about something, you should be in the studio. Nigga, do you drive by the studio? Have you driven by the studio? Shit, that made me mad. All right, so Chris clapped back after Quavo said Chris out here taxing $1,200 for some pictures, but the nigga not even no actor. Okay. Said that he needs to be in the studio making some damn music. Did you not know he was on tour? He's actually on tour. All right. So, okay. So he goes on to say that Chris Brown, of course, clapped back by saying, you got dissed by a singing ninja and still lost. Imagine that, right? Said, I told you that you're whack without takeoff, and you still had to add him on your diss track. And he did, and still got blew up. Says that worry about your flop career, and I'm gonna go ahead and worry about this damn bag. All right, bam, that's what you get, and burn. All right, so Quavo, your ass on up out of here, because Chris did up and clear you. Okay, worry about yourself. Stop counting his bags, and if you want to charge $1,200, if the girls are out here paying $1,200 to see Chris Brown and sit on his lap and all of that, why you care? Ain't nobody sitting on your damn lap. Moving right along, child. Okay, let me make sure I got all my All right, so let's get into this Ken and Trish. Ken and Trish, while we're on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, let's get back to my main screen. Jesus, I didn't realize I'm showing this long. All right, but shout out to my girl Tay, because she did pull those documents last night, and I said, well, damn, I will go ahead and talk about it because it is news. I do talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff. So shout out to her for pulling those documents. I took a little bit of notes, and she does not mind. So for all the haters out there, eat a dick. All right, moving along. Let's get them pulled up, child, so y'all know who we talking about. Let's do it. Oh, let's do it. So, all right, it's them. All right, Chin, Ken, and Marquez. All right, let's get into them, because their divorce has been finalized. All right, and there's some things that some of you guys may not know. We say, Caramel said, shall we? Like we said, shall we? All right, but before we do that, my mom have let me know about 3 posts ago that we need to go ahead and get this jam session. And I know you guys, some of y'all are in here to get the tea. We need to go ahead and tap on that like. All right, it's how many I got in here? 600 subby secretaries. Y'all hoes sitting back taking notes, trying to see what I'm talking about. Please go ahead and hit that like while you're here in my house. How you come to somebody's house and don't ring their doorbell? That's called stalking. Get off my damn grass. Stop walking up my driveway and go and ring my doorbell. That means hit the like, okay? Subby secretaries. That's what I call y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this jam session. Hey. Hit the like, let's get it. Hey. Tap. Yeah, that's perfect. On my damn crack. Get the fuck off my lawn. Hey. To the subject like this. Hey. Who are the holes in the bushes? No. And you know, hit the light, hit the holes. Hit the light. Hey. The light. That's the light. Everybody, that's the light. Hey. I look at Mars. Ooh, that beat sounds so good, don't you? All right, let's get back to my show. There you go. Man, child. All right, so hit the like, guys. Please hit the like. All right, if you're here and you're enjoying the show, please hit the like. Twerk on over to the like. All right, thank you so much. That goes for the subby secretaries as well. Over here taking shit back. 413. Thank you so much for the 413, but we need some more. We got 600 watching. Let's get into this news. All right, so Trish and Marquez have finally got their divorce. Shout out to Tyra for your super sticker. All right, that's my mom. Love you down, girl. Says to tap the screen. It don't cost a damn thing. All right, go ahead and check your account after you hit the like, and I guarantee you ain't shit coming out your account. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so as of 8/26, according to the court documents, okay, the of course Chin and Marquez, which would be y'all see on the screen, they've gotten a divorce. So they had a child custody case. Okay, Chin and Ken. Now Trish and Marquez, let me go ahead, because these are the notes that I took. I had to take the notes because I can't remember all this shit. I don't like notes, but we got to take them. So according to the notes, it says that Trish and Marquez's divorce is finally final. Now both filed pro se in this case. Okay. Now it says the reason for their divorce, the reason that they filed, is for incompatibility of temperament. That was the reason for their divorce. All right. So it says that they cannot marry again. Neither of them cannot marry again to anyone else within 60 days. Okay. This is in the court documents. No lie. All right. It goes on to say that they both have joint legal custody of their daughter. Zaria, okay, and Trish is to have physical custody, okay, because y'all know the child does live with her. So it goes on to say that Marquez gets liberal custody. I got to look that up, and I should have done that, but I didn't. So you guys can Google it. So it said that Marquez also had to test clean 3 times for no drugianas, all right? And he must have his own place before his visits may kick in. I said that he may be living in Atlanta again. I do know that he at one point in time moved to Huntsville or Madison County in order to be closer to the children, or his daughter rather, but it sounds like in the court documents that he has since moved back to Atlanta. So continuing on, it says in August of 2025 that there should be no live-in romantic interest unless you are married to him. So Ken, get your ass out. Get out of there, Ken. Pack it up. That's what the court said. Ken can't live in the house with Trish no more after this court arrangement. Ooh, woo. Nigga, he ain't had nothing over there anyway but a man unit, 3 shirts, and 3 pair of tight ass pants. Pack it up. That's what the judge said. Get your fucking ass out of here. All right, so get on out of there. And he has to be out by, according to the court documents, he has to be out by 8:25 or 25 by 5 p.m. Damn. Shit. Woo, woo, that's a quick packing, ain't it? That's some quick packing. That the judge said he got to get his ass out of there. I ain't mad at it. I think Marquez was behind that. This nigga on national television windmilling and the judge done kicked you out. Imagine that. Imagine being on national television fighting with your kid's daddy and the judge tell you you got to get out too. Damn, kid. All right, so they said Ken got to be out, like I said, child. He got to be out of the house for 60 days. All right? 60 days. He got to stay out of the house by 60 days. Damn. Now, it goes on to say that Trish makes $5,300 a month as a NASA engineer. All right? Now, y'all remember there was some, she said that on Carlos King's Messy Monday interview that she was a NASA engineer. So I guess that's the truth. If it's in court documents, then I guess so. I hope she's not lying in the court documents, but that's what it says. It says she is a NASA engineer in Huntsville, and she does get paid $5,300 a month. All right, according to the documents. It says that Marquez makes $2,000 a month. Okay. He got to get his money up. Now, it says that Marquez is ordered to pay $300 a month by September the 1st for their daughter. All right. For their daughter. Also says that Marquez gets visitations, but must let the parent know within 72 hours. So you can't just call and say, I'm on the way over there to get her. No, you have to make arrangements within 72 hours before being able to go and spend time with your daughter. Now, y'all know this son is like 18, 19, so he's fully grown. He can kind of just be out and do what he wants to with that one. But as far as their daughter, which I think is like 10, 11-ish or so, he does have to make 72-hour arrangements before that can happen. All right. There says that also that the kids cannot be present on Love and Marriage Huntsville anymore. And I think there are also, they limited Trish's filming time as well on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So she may not be making a long appearance on the show according to the documents of the court, y'all. So the kids cannot be seen on Love and Marriage Huntsville anymore. He does not want his kids on there anymore because he don't want them exploited. And Trish's filming time has also been cut down as well. Okay. Now, if you guys want to hear about the full, documents in terms of what it says in its entirety, head on over to Wente Talk because she did pull those documents. She went and paid for it and or pulled the documents. But from the notes that I took, the finalization of their divorce is definitely in place. All right. They are the divorce is in place, and Ken has to move out. He has to move out, and he has to be out of the house by 8/25 or 25 this year by 5 p.m. All right, or he's going to be held in contempt of court. No romantic interest shall be in the house unless they are married. I don't think they're gonna rush out and go get married. If y'all saw Ken on a recent clip that I saw, he's saying he ain't ready to marry Trish, so they might be having some issues in their relationship. It seems. You know what I'm saying? Be no wedding. Y'all know last season, Trish was saying that she don't know if she's quite ready to move forward with marrying Ken because she's still trying to process this whole situation of a possible divorce with Marquez. Y'all know she and Marquez have been together since high school. They are high school sweethearts, so there's a lot of history there. There's a lot of history there. And I keep saying I feel like she still low-key have feelings for him, but she doesn't want to show that when she's around Ken because of how he gets so aggressive and so jealous. Y'all notice anytime Ken and anytime Trish and Marquez went to try to have some type of interaction or conversation, Marquez would come in, Ken would come along and just be sitting kind of looking back and forth between the two of them. I'm like, nigga, why are you here? They're discussing their situation as husband and wife. They're still married, regardless of the fact that you and Trish stay in the house together. They are still married. They share children. They're trying to handle their business. Why the fuck are you there? It gives that you're insecure. You don't trust her to go and have a conversation with him so that they can wrap up whatever it is that they need to wrap up so that she can move forward with you if that's what she chooses to do. Why are you there looking back and forth in his mouth and looking back and forth in her mouth and looking at her expressions when he says something to her so that you can go fuss her out back at home? So somebody says, is Ken homeless now? I hope he got somewhere. Maybe he's staying in his truck, child. I don't know. But according to the court documentation, he had to get the hell out of that house. And he got to stay gone in 60 days. He cannot be back in that house for another 60 days unless they get married. Unless they get married. He got to be out of the house by 8:25, honey. 8:25. So he should be out by now because the day is the 27th, okay? By 5 p.m. is what the court documentation says. So as of, they are divorced. They are divorced. As of 8:26, they are divorced, okay? What y'all think about that? Shout out to Wente Talk for pulling those documents, though. Y'all go on over there if you want to hear more about it because she read every single solitary line of the documents. All right. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Let me make sure I got everything else. We already talked about Destiny yesterday. Y'all can watch that video to get an update on that. All right. So LeBerick did respond to Destiny's motion, and it was pretty much get the fuck out of here. That's pretty much what he was saying. Ain't much to see there. Okay. But Ken and Trish, Marquez and Trish, they are divorced. All right. So not sure if she's going to marry Ken. I don't really care, to be honest with you. I really don't. But let's get into this next topic. But before I do, let me go ahead because I want to put this declaration out there. All right. I want to put this declaration out there. I feel like it would be remiss if I did not address this. All right. And I know the sub-secretaries are in my chat or in my bushes. All right. Let me go ahead and say this. This back and forth bullshit with Wanda. Let me go ahead and say this. I'm gonna go ahead and can this because something was brought to my attention, and I'm not even gonna say who told me. Pretty much, I am not going to be wasting my time because I am a monetized YouTuber through Google and through YouTube. Okay, I will not be addressing and or going back and forth with any type of conversation or any type of interaction with any other blogger, content creator, whatever you want to call them, anybody else creating pages on YouTube that want to have a back and forth in order to grow their channel, because that's exactly what this is. All right. That's exactly what this is. Let me put this post up because these are some things. These are some things. Let me go ahead because it's really a waste of my time. It's like arguing. It's like being at work and arguing with somebody that's a temporary employee. You're not going to be here long anyway. All right. So I refusing. I'm saying it today. She ain't monetized. She not monetized. So I refused. I refuse to get on my platform and do that again. I will do my commentary as related to this damn show as I choose to do it. But let me say this. It's a waste of time for me to go back and forth with someone who does not have the verbal or mental capacity as me and continue to help you grow your platform as I should be focusing on mine. All right. That's how I feel in this moment. Okay. You're not monetized. So you shouldn't be having a conversation with me anyway. You're not even really supposed to be talking to me. All right. You've had 5,000 subscribers for 967 business days. I will not put myself in that position to be doing that again. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get money because I'm approaching 20K. You're a bottom feeder at this point, and that goes for any other content creator. You don't have it, baby. You can't. Caramel is stumping with the big dogs on another level right now. I'm trying to get to 20K. I will not verbal spar and give you my time. You are not monetized. That means you are not employed by YouTube. You just created a channel. You don't get a check from YouTube. YouTube don't acknowledge that. You just created something to have a verbal spar and to be acknowledged. Never on my channel again. If I speak on it, it will be about the show. Okay? Yeah. It will be about the show. It will be about clips that I pull because I'm not watching the show, but it will be about clips. All right, let's go ahead and read this. Never argue with stupid people. They will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. That's Mark Twain. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Let's remove that. I pulled some clips that just, it's very near and dear to me. I had to think about that. I said, okay, if I say something, then you say something, then you say something. And meanwhile, I'm steady pushing traffic your way versus this here. I need it to come my way. I don't care what's going over there. I'm focusing on my platform. I'm growing my platform. I'm trying to get to 20K and beyond. So me talking about you when you're not even a relevant person, I can't call you a blogger because you don't really talk about content. You just get on here and cuss people out and talk about shit you don't really know about. So I have to focus on my job. This is my job. One of my jobs. I have many. So this is my job. So I will not be doing verbal sparring because I see a lot of smaller YouTubers that create channels and go for bigger YouTubers. Okay. And YouTubers that actually have an audience in order to gain traction to their channels. And that's exactly what this shit is. And somebody else had to bring it to my attention as well. And I was like, ding, ding, ding. The light came on and I was like, damn, you're kind of right. All right. So let's go ahead and read this. I want to talk about this before we get into this next topic because, child, people just be doing the fucking most. All right. All right. So they said that the saying, don't argue with a fool, is based on Proverbs 26:4, which states, answer not a fool according to his folly, lest you be like him yourself. The proverb suggests that engaging with a fool's argument can make you appear foolish as well. However, in my Kimmy voice, Proverbs 26:5 also states, answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes. This suggests that responding to a fool may be necessary to prevent them from becoming self-important. I like that. That's a word right there. Okay. So going forward, yeah, I can't do it no more. I can't. And y'all know I can eat down when it comes to a read. But at this point, it's just becoming, because y'all know she went live last night, and it's fine. Do what you want to do on your channel. I just sat there like, do I really want to respond to this bullshit? Because it's all lies. So it's me giving you the attention that you seek. So I can no longer do that, okay? I can no longer do that. I choose, okay? I choose to focus on my channel. I choose to focus on my channel, the growth of my channel, my content. As you guys know, I do have content. You come on my channel, you're going to hear about every single solitary thing that's going on in politics. You're going to hear about celebrity news. You're going to hear about what's going on in the YouTube streets. You're going to hear about everything. So anybody say I don't have content, you're a motherfucking lie. I can go 2 hours and talk about content. I can give y'all 2 full hours of content and still feed the YouTube streets. Okay. So I will not allow anyone else to clout chase off me, off my channel. You will not attach your wagon to me and try to drag yourself behind me in order to gain any type of anything as far as your channel. Do the work. Do the work. Go pull up your topics. Go talk to your people. Put your commentary on it. Go search for whatever you want to talk about. Like it's stupid at this point. It's stupid at this point. I will not give any more attention to any AARP having assholes out here any fucking more. Like at this point, it's starting to become redundant. Okay, period. Y'all don't got to send me nothing. I don't care. I'm serious. Y'all don't got to send me nothing else because at this point, it's really starting to become redundant. All right. I will be focusing on growing my channel from now on. Okay. And that's on period. Was that messy? Well, I am the shenanigator, so shit. That's on period. Okay, that's on period. So y'all don't have to send me anything else. Y'all ain't got to tell me this person said anything. I ain't even gonna say their name today because I don't got time for that shit. I mean, at this point, I really don't argue with women that's almost the same age or older than my mom. I really don't. I really don't. I'm really not trying to be on that kind of time. So I'm gonna let this shit slide. I'm gonna let this shit ride. And I'm going to do what I was advised to do. Focus on growing my channel. My channel is growing and doing well. Okay. I have a lot of people who rock with me. A lot of people, some of my subbies have said, Rael, just ignore her. Like, we really want to just hear the content. And then I'm going to get back to that. All right. So my apologies for going off the beaten path and allowing people to pull me out of character like that and going back and doing verbal spars, which that wasn't really a verbal spar. All right. Okay. To address idiocy. All right. And is that a word? I don't know if I just made something up. I don't know. All right. So let's get back to the content because that's what matters. All right. That's what matters. Yeah. Let them talk to themselves, child. I don't got time. At this point, like I don't even like arguing anyway. I'm a fighter. Shit. I'm a fighter. I don't like to argue. So that's what it is. That goes for the smaller YouTubers. All right. If you want to talk to me, get your numbers up, get monetized, get your numbers up. All right, get your numbers up, get monetized, and then we might talk if I feel like it. But right now, that's what it is. Okay, let's get out of here off that. That's what it is, child. Because when you start giving people attention, and I'm looking at that shit, I'm like, bitch, are you really gonna keep doing this and using me to grow your channel? And you're not monetized. You're not even monetized. So the shit was stupid. So you taught all that shit for free. That's dumb as fuck. I wish the fuck I would. Anything I do, I'm gonna definitely attach a coin behind it. So I'm not gonna get on here, not monetize and talk shit for free. Let's get into this next topic. All right, because this is Love and Marriage Huntsville related. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna do a little bit of commentary, then we're gonna get out of here. All right. Now that we got that out the way, child, you cannot argue with a fool. A fool does not know their limits. Okay, a fool does not understand. So trying to explain something to someone who is in that mentality is just a waste of time. Okay, it is. It's like it's like being on a merry-go-round. At some point in time, you got to jump off that bitch, or you just gonna get dizzy going through the same bullshit. And I just refuse to keep doing it. All right, so back to the content, guys. Back to the content. Let's go. So Carlos King, of course, had his Messy Monday on Tuesday because Claudia Jordan had an event. But he is getting into some things, Love and Marriage Huntsville. I know a lot of you guys are not watching the show, but I did want to cover this because some interesting things were brought to my attention. All right, so let's get into this segment. All right, let's go. They said that she's still on the way in her car going. I ain't even reading that. Y'all crazy.
Episode opened up with Letitia Scott.
Shout out to Carlos, because this is Carlos.
Turning back around to finish the conversation with Nell Fletcher, where, as we know, last episode, she left with her Chanel bag and her keys, and she pumped it. But she pumped back and then told Nell, as she sat down, let's have a conversation, just don't yell at me. Nell said, you will know when I yell at you. I wasn't yelling. And then one thing Letitia did say that I want to get your thoughts on. She said that at the end of the day, what triggered her with the commentary from Nell was the fact that she is sick and tired of people questioning the monogamy of her marriage. She said, I'm sick of it. It's been happening for years on top of years on top of years. We show flashbacks of people making accusations about her and Marcel's marriage. And she said, look, these accusations, allegations, rumors, and things that people say, Letitia was honest. She said it is affecting us till this day. Like, it's affecting us, which she's honest about. What did you guys take from that? Starting with you, Claudia.
I understand how, I mean, trying to put myself in those shoes, but you know, that's unfortunately comes with the territory with reality shows. You know, I remember when Mike Hill started dating Cynthia, I said, your life is not gonna be the same. Oh no, I'm good. I understand. I'm like, no, you don't. It's different. Reality stars go through it, have a different kind of fan base. They're not like sportscaster fans, sports shows fans, where they're like, oh, you got a great suit or a great take on the game, Mike Hill. No, they will dig and find stuff, and they will make a mountain out of a molehill. I said, you can't even like someone's pictures because that's a scandal that you're cheating. So I don't know how loyal he's been, but I could see this, like, really, even allegations, like, really causing a lot of problems in your marriage. Like, of course, you gotta, like, even if there was something going on, you can never heal in peace. So I get the frustration, but it's not Nell's fault. It's the job you're in, actually. Like, when you want to put things out there, that's what you have to deal with.
Damon. Hello, brother. I promised you.
Let's get past that. We're not going to stay on this long.
Yeah, I think that I understand how someone in Letitia's position could be frustrated, because from day one there have been accusations aimed directly at Marceau and her marriage. Therefore, I thought that it was interesting that she said it was causing problems in her marriage currently, because she used the word now it's causing problems in my marriage now. When she came back for the second round of conversation with Miss Nell, she said that. She said it was causing problems in her marriage now, and that's what kind of softened Miss Nell up to the communication anyway, and they were able to kind of make some progress then, and that was her being vulnerable. And I think that was the transparency that Miss Nell was looking for. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was something new. We really, as many seasons as Letitia has been on this show, she ain't ever really been like vulnerable with the audience. You know what I'm saying? Letitia used to be problematic on the show, if I'm being just speaking freely. And so this is a new version of Tisha. You know what I'm saying? I understand how that could be taxing on anyone. And we have to remember that the allegations look different now that are coming from Martell, because that's where they're coming from. And these allegations coming from Martell are direct and blatant and very in your face this season. And so that's a different type of defending that you have to do for yourself. That's a different.
Okay, so let's stop it. Let's stop it. So according to what they're saying, okay, according to what Dustin is saying, and according to what Claudia was saying, is when you're on reality TV, and I've been saying this, when you're on reality TV, you're going to be picked apart. Some people are going to like you. Some people are not going to like you. When they hear certain things and see certain things on social media, they're going to tie that into the show. They're going to want questions. They want to see people being a little more transparent because you're on the show. They want more. People want more. When they see you on TV, they want more. They're going to dig into your life. That's just normal. That's a normal thing. So all celebrities get it. It's not just the people or the castmates on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I've been trying to reiterate this so that people can understand. It's not a personal attack. It's what people are talking about on this show. Now, Carlos is having a whole panel about this situation. I feel like Tisha has said on her live with Marceau when she did her Instagram live that they are experiencing some crack. They have had some cracks in their marriage, and that people have been throwing like daggers at them to the point to where it's starting to crack the foundation, to where it's starting to hurt them and bother them in a way to where this season they're going to be showing that they're going to be going to some type of therapy in order to get through it. Great. Marital therapy is great if you're having some issues. But I think that this season, I would have liked to, I'll be honest with you, I would have liked to have seen that in prior seasons when there were other allegations and things being dropped and things that were being said. I feel like that would have been a great moment to kind of plug that in there so that the viewing audience would have a little bit more or gain a little bit more sympathy and or respect for the situation versus dragging the situation. Because it's sad. Nobody wants to see a black family break up, especially when there are children involved, small children. Okay. But there also has to be accountability where a person can't just look at other people's stuff and not see their own. Like you can't call people out like Melody and say, well, Melody, you and Martell had this. But then when you have some things brewing and some inconsistencies, no one can approach you about it, or you'll get upset, or you'll leave the room, or you'll kind of, shoot it down like, oh, no, we've never had that situation. Everybody have problems. Everybody have arguments. So rumors and insinuations, those things come from somewhere, like the picture in the phone, what is it? A nice, beautiful surprise, a butt pic or whatever the case may be. We've been hearing rumors all the time. Now, she also did a live where she talked about Chris Fletcher. Y'all remember when she said years ago, he stepped out on her and she ran over there and beat the girl up, and that she and Chris stayed away for, I want to say, for almost 6 months or so, 6 or 8 months, they stayed apart. And then he came back home. They rekindled their relationship. They're doing well now. Well, we're still hearing rumors about Chris, but that's their business. If they fix it, if Nell don't care, I'm never going to care more about you than your situation. I'm just say that. Okay. Let's get back into what they're saying. Y'all get what I'm saying?
That's a different experience. So I understand how that could be daunting for a person.
One thing I thought was weird that oh, sorry, Carlos, saying that marriages and kids should be off limits when you're on a show called Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like marriages will never be off limits. Like that's literally in the title of the show that you're on. So it's not really realistic. And it was nice to see someone on television not try to be, everyone tries to act so unaffected, right? They're either extra emotional or just, I don't care, I'm tripping. That's a real moment to say, yeah, it's affecting me now. And maybe it didn't before. Maybe some things have changed. We don't know. But that was good to see a little bit of those kind of moments are real. Like you want to see more of that kind of stuff where you are.
Yeah.
No, 1,000%. Listen, the reason why Love and Marriage, Huntsville especially, really resonates with a large audience is because you did have 3 couples when the show started that all went through different milestones in their marriages, good or bad. And like you said, Claudia, it is about the marriage. And one thing that I will always appreciate about all of my cast members, but I'll talk about Tisha now because we're talking about this scene.
Wayfair's Labor Day clearance is here.
Let's get through this. We're about done, guys. I ain't gonna keep you guys too much longer. Get through this and then we're done.
She wasn't trying to act like it doesn't bother her. And one thing that I know about reality stars, not all, but some, is when they try to act too unbothered. And it's okay to be bothered. It's okay to say, this is bothering me. I was pleasantly surprised when Letitia Scott and Dustin and Nell's voice was so open about the fact that it affects them to this day. Because I did think that because they're still married and they do have this united front. So I was surprised to learn that, listen, like, and I thought about myself too, like I think in anybody's situation, which is why I'm so private when it comes to like me dating or whatever, I could not imagine having your relationship constantly be challenged. not only from the audience, but damn, from a cast member. So I understood and felt for her in that scene too. And I just appreciated the fact that she was honest about it still impacts us to this day, which I thought was a strong statement.
I agree.
Yeah.
And
Now
they made some progress toward the end, which was nice also to see that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of times it's like, well, I said what I said, and that's it. And it was some understanding to move on. Because like how long you want to be stuck on the same shit for too long, right?
Yeah, and it's always good when you're able to sit across a life coach who is certified. So to be able to have that privilege.
I caught that shade. I absolutely caught that shade. Okay. Well, he's calling Neil a life coach. I don't know why Neil took on this life coach persona or this title. Like, it's just given, just worry about yourself. Nobody asked you to come onto the show and be in everybody's business and counsel them. Maybe they don't want to be counseled. Maybe focus on your own self. I feel like you have enough issues going on in your family with Lance and your nephew and all this other stuff with your other son and with your husband. Like, you kind of are a little too busy to be on the show running around talking about you are a mentor to everyone. They don't want you to mentor them, Neil. They want you to focus on your own shit. Okay? That's what I feel that Neil should focus on, is her own stuff. And I feel like respectively on the show, if they focus on their own stuff and talk about what they're doing in terms of business and how, because the show is supposed to be about Love and Marriage, to be about business, black excellence. That's what the show originally was supposed to be about. But unfortunately, some other things were thrown in there that kind of threw them off the beaten path to where it's been a lot of drama, which has now made Melody Sheree feel like, I just can't do this shit no more. So now they've decided to continue with the show. I think going forward, everyone should kind of stay in their lane and focus on what they have going on. If somebody got some issues in their marriage, go get the necessary counseling for that. And don't be questioning other people about their marriage. Neil, don't be trying to focus on nobody else and what they have to say and trying to counsel them and mentor them. Like, no, cut that mentor shit out. Talk about you. Talk about, because y'all just know we just read receipts the other day about Chris Fletcher losing his real estate license over some fraudulent activity. Will we see that on the show? Probably not. That's one of the things I don't like about them being on the reality show. I think that the ratings would be better if more people on the show would be a little bit more transparent about what they're dealing with and going through, because we're seeing it on social media, but we're not seeing it on the show. So I'm not pretty sure why they're hiding a lot of this stuff that we already know about and content creators are picking up, digging up, and finding out about. I think that the show would probably, be a little bit more likable and they would gain a little bit more traction if people would talk about those things. So how we get court documents where Chris Fletcher got all these charges that he got to pay $1,200 here, $500 there, $1,200 there for fraud and not paying this person their money and doing certain things through his real estate with his real estate license that he shouldn't have done. Or his daughter Lexi doing a live and saying, well, my dad this, my dad that, or our relationship, our family dynamic is this or that. I feel like that should be incorporated onto the show because we already know about it, just like we know about all the other things that they're talking about right now. So why talk about this and then skip over this when this part is just as relevant as this, and then suffer low ratings by not being as transparent as you can be? That's the only point I'm making. Let's continue.
Like Tisha did with Miss Nell. So Miss Nell, and that's the Dustin. She said that I am a certified life coach. I do have the certificate, and this is what I do. So, when I talk about being your mentor, I'm not saying it because it sounds cute. I'm saying it because I do have the paperwork to prove.
But just because you have the paperwork, just because you're a psychiatrist, doesn't mean that if you and I are having a conversation that you just jump into psychiatrist mode and start trying to be my psychiatrist. I didn't ask you for that shit. I didn't ask you for none of that. Okay. Just because I say hello, well, let me just tell you, I think there's some things that you can change about yourself. Like, don't go into that mode with me because I didn't ask for your opinion on my life. That's kind of what it's given with Nell with this whole mentorship bullshit. Now, if it was agreed that you would be Mel's mentor on the show, Mel ain't even on the show no more. But if it was agreed in conversation that you guys would have this mentor relationship with Mel, and with her stepping back from the show, then just don't focus on that unless someone comes to you and say, Nell, you know what? I hear that you are this mentor and I like the way that you were mentoring Melody. Maybe you can kind of give some of that to me. I would like for you to kind of sort of be a mentor or have some type of mentorship with me as well. But if they don't give that, then don't be forcing that on people, which then causes an argument and then people to want to dig up your shit too.
Prove that I'm a life coach. Dustin, were you surprised to know that Miss Nell Fletcher is a certified life coach?
Yep, and then Letitia came in the screen like, still ain't a mentor. That was funny. No, but yeah, she is. Listen, one thing about Miss Nell, let me tell you something about them Fletchers. Miss Nell and them gonna turn the paperwork in. Okay, when it comes to things, they were running the daycare for how long? You understand what I'm saying? You know how many certifications and clearances and shit you gotta have to run a licensed daycare.
What paperwork you ain't turn in though? No shade, Chris. Some other paperwork you ain't turn in. No shade. Okay, you got to turn all that paperwork in. All right.
Alabama, so Miss Nell and them Fletchers, they gonna turn the paperwork in. So if there was an opportunity to be licensed or whatever as a life coach, yes, I'm not surprised that they did that. Mm-hmm.
Y'all so shady.
Nah, I'm not going. Just said, but he said something like, she ain't want to talk about something that he said. He asked about the mess, and Miss Nell was like, no, like that's not even what we were talking about. Like the conversation was not that. She completely deflected from it, and then Chris doubled down on the mess again. He keeps finding himself in these situations where he brings up the mess, or he goes straight to the bullseye with the mess, and it is now starting to cause problems in these other relationships in the group.
Chris do be lying a lot. Like Chris, somebody brings something up to Chris, say, Chris, you said this, or Chris, you was involved. Chris will sit there and lie, and they literally just showed him saying what they said he said. Or he'll go back and say, I didn't say it. They'll literally just they'll do a playback and show that he did say it. Like he talked about the whole NDAs, like the Scots are having the girls sign NDAs. He sat right there and said, I never said that. They ran the clip back, and clearly you said shit. So I don't know if Chris is getting a little touch of Alzheimer's a little too soon here too. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? And I just don't understand.
Let's move forward.
They turn things. I know as soon as it comes out of my mouth, damn it, that's what they're gonna, and that's what's gonna go, right? That's what's gonna go. At this point, like,
oh, you mean like what you did on your own Accidentally Informed? You talked about Tracy Evans' career.
Because I don't care no more. All right, there was a piece that I wanted to hear, but I don't even care no more. All right, we're gonna go ahead and end my show here because baby, we've been on here for quite a while. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go because I got shit to do. I gotta go see. Somebody said Funky went live, so now I gotta go watch to see what he had to say. Okay, because I know he done probably ate Tamar's ass up. But let's get out of here, guys. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, please don't forget to tap on the like button. I hope you guys enjoyed all the topics that we talked about because I gave y'all a lot on this video, okay? And I try to get all the updates in terms of what's going on in the YouTube streets as well. I will be back for a midday pop-in. So you guys keep your notifications on for that. Let me go ahead and thank my mods, Scorpion Miss, Sweet Essence, Rose Armstead, Truth TV podcast. Thank you so much, KBR and Tyra as well for doing an awesome job, okay? Thank you so much for the content creators that stopped by. There was a lot of content creators stopping by. Chef Don was in the house. Schoolboy was here. Sunny Days is here. Thank you so much. Simple Mind Family TV. Yvette, Erica Yvette podcast, if you hear, thanks. Astute Queen B, thank you. Just a T, please. Thank you. This chick can cook. Is she here? Because I've been seeing her here a lot too. Mods, please let me know if I missed anyone. Let me know if I missed anybody. Let me know. I see you, Sunny Days. Sunny Days in the building. Thank you, Sunny Days, for being here. Do we have anybody else? I don't want to miss nobody. Miss Didi, I see you. Miss Didi, I love you down, girl. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, Snatch by Diego, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, Snatch by Diego. That's my friend. All right, so let's get out of here. I love y'all down. Yep, I see it. Snatched by Diego. Thank y'all. If nothing else, honey, let's go. Y'all hit that like button for me. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. make some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low.